Hello, Klein and Alley, you little bitch.
Klein and Alley, it's just okay. Do-do-do.
Hello, my favorite people in the whole wide world.
Good morning, everybody.
Whoa, Sweet David Steak, did you see that?
Viva Klein and Alley show. Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
Sometimes I need a good reason to get out of bed. Got sleep in my eyes, clouds in my head. I need a shot of something to make my motor go. Yes, I do. So I turn on the Klein and Alley show.
Hey, you birdie. What's the matter?
Give me some Klein and Alley show. Give me some Klein.
What's the matter?
It's Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to your Monday. We are Klein Alley Show. This is KROQ. Thanks for finding us.
You stripping already?
Forced to listen. Trying to bring up a sex appeal on the YouTube right now by taking off my outer layer. Who knows how many layers will come off during the show today. Oh, yeah. A lot of skin, baby. Skin to win is what we say around these parts.
Yeah, we'll do it for tips.
Lots
Tip us and we'll take our clothes off.
That's right. You hear that,
Tips
YouTube?
for nips.
Start tipping. And you could get us completely naked by the end of today's show. We are streaming live on YouTube. We're on KROQ, of course. Podcast goes with the show as well. Wherever you get your podcasts, thank you for downloading, subscribing, and helping us to hashtag grow the show. Lots to get to this hour and this morning, including another destination, KROQ's Mile High Club. We'll be going to see a recent Grammy-winning band somewhere in the world. We'll tell you who you'll be seeing and where you'll be going. You can go ahead and place your bets right now on the text line at 800-520-1067. We will get into, of course, the big trip to give away to Australia to see Pierce the Veil. That was last week's qualifying trip, but we got to give it away today. And we got a world premiere of a new movie called Crime 101. We will get you into the world premiere, so you get to go ahead and rub shoulders with the rich and famous and all the, I believe that's the one where like the actors go and you get to sit there and watch the movie before anyone else.
You get to smell Halle Berry. She smells good.
It's that's what we should say. We're giving away smells of Halle Berry today on the show, and we'll do that as well. Plus, Paleyfest is back at the Dolby Theater. We will get you into the shrinking panel at Paleyfest if you're a fan of that show. So lots of things to win from us this morning on KROQ. I'm Klein. That is Allie right there.
Morning.
Jake the Nerd over there. He's very excited because Seahawks, less than a week from today, will be playing in the Super Bowl. And he is all Super Bowl ready to go. In fact, crazy. Well, the thing that happened on Friday after our live hang at Descanso, our final Friday fiesta, very interesting, and we've got to talk about it later this morning. We'll get into that. In the back room taking the calls, got Postmaster Johnny and producer Vanessa. So now you've gotten a chance to meet us all. Omar's not feeling so good today.
I think he took Groundhog Day off, man.
Oh, he does?
It's his favorite holiday.
It is his favorite holiday. So there's a chance he's raging right now. But we'll get into everything we have in store for you and more, believe it or not. Keep the expectations accordingly. And good morning. We're excited to be back together again here on the world-famous KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Question, if you get into the back of a rideshare for whatever the reason, Uber, Lyft, whatever your thing is, and you do not speak to the driver, are you considered a rude person? Are you rude, or are they even rude if they don't welcome you to the ride? Hey, welcome. Thanks for having me. Thanks for being in the backseat. Try not to puke in here. New research out about it, and it says that there's a lot of discussion as to if that makes you a rude person or not, if you don't make, even the most basic small talk with the driver.
Well, I think that when it's very different than when it first started. When it first started, it was Lyft, which was their whole thing was, we're your friend with a car.
Right.
And they would pressure you like Trader Joe's employee style to make conversation, talk to them about their day because they were more than just a cab driver. Then Uber came along too, started doing the same thing, and then slowly it just kind of eroded into just another cab driver situation. But I think it's basic human decency to at least attempt even a 5-second conversation at the beginning, and they kind of set the tone of, am I going to keep talking to you, or am I going to have this be a silent
ride?
ride?
But they kind of have to first, right? Like, ride share for Jake, or
Well, that's not really conversation. That's just confirming you're in the right car, Jake.
Do you think that's meaningful conversation?
Jake's like, I had the best chat with the guy. He asked me my name. Wait, but
it was nice.
A lot of times, though, and this is what I've noticed lately, I will get into. I feel like I'm interrupting a conversation they're already in when I get in the car because they are yapping.
To somebody on the Bluetooth.
Someone on Bluetooth, and it seems like an intense conversation. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like I don't even know. Am I supposed to be? Is he talking to me? Like, what's going on?
Sometimes people are on a phone call and they're not even speaking to the other person. They're just like, for a while it's silent, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, they're on the phone, and they'll just sit on the phone with somebody for hours. It's wild.
And there's also been times when I've been in the backseat. I've had like AirPods in, and I have been on a call, and the person is trying to make conversation with me, or I'm talking to the person I'm on with, and they're responding, and I'm like, oh yeah, hold on, and he's like, excuse me, what? And I'm like, no, I'm on a thing, and so you're supposed to be very clear if you are on a call. Like you're supposed to say this. Some etiquette coach basically broke down all of the different behaviors we have in the back of ride shares to say which ones are rude and which ones are acceptable.
Well, which ones are rude? Because I feel like not talking at all and just saying hi and then getting in the back seat and going, here, you're going here? Yeah.
No,
then just staring at your phone. I feel like that's kind of like it's just, come on, give them a little bit of something.
A warm greeting upon entering the car.
Yeah,
something along the lines of.
What I explained is not a warm greeting.
Hi, how are you? Now, maybe you don't want any more than that.
How's your night?
How's your night? But once again, that could be a 3-sentence answer, or that could be a story that goes on and on that you didn't really sign up for.
And then just say, how's your night? Give me a 3-word answer.
In your favorite word, how's your night going? Go. But there are cues that you're supposedly politically, etiquette-wise allowed to give that would make the conversation as limited as you want it without you coming across like a rude a-hole. For instance, you could say, I'm busy on a work call. Just let them know right out of the gate. Like I'm
even if you have no job.
Even if you have no job and no call.
It's 1 a.m.
You can say that
hold on, it's work.
According to the expert, you could say, I'm having a long day and I would like a quiet ride. Which seems
but can't you
rude.
also do it as rude. A filter? On when you pick up, you say, like, don't talk to me?
You could say that, but I still don't think that changes much.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, and then for the driver, they can just pretend to be deaf.
Or you can put on headphones and explain thanks in advance, like some kind of one of those. I just want to thanks for the ride. I'm gonna lock in here for a bit.
I actually just had a driver who was hard of hearing. It said on the app, and now it's like, oh, this is gonna be great. I don't have to say a word, and he wouldn't stop talking to me.
Really? Because I think they would say, oh man, Jake's requesting a ride. I'm going to put on that hard of hearing sign.
Right. Yeah. Hey, this guy's going to talk about all these bands he likes.
I'm just going to say I'm hard of hearing.
This guy's just sticking needles in his ears going to pick up Jake, hoping to create permanent damage.
I will also say, and I'm sure the driver wasn't a huge fan of this, but I feel like I've had some great conversations drunk at the end of the night with my rideshare driver.
It's great when they call out other people that were there. It's great when they call out, other things that have happened. Or sometimes, every once in a while, this is nice. Like they'll actually have some intel. That's the other thing. If they know the area, let's say you're out of town or you're visiting from somewhere else, and they're like, "Oh, dude, you're hungry? Like over here, you guys are. Oh, there's a great 24-hour burger place around here.
Oh my God, they can be the savior of your evening.
But I think for the most part, everyone now that whole thing from the beginning is shifted, and everyone just kind of wants their own. It's like two separate people in the same car. They're not actually, communicating at all.
Yeah, but do we really want that? Sometimes it depends on the person. If you end up talking to somebody, even though you didn't intend on talking to anybody, it could be a really good thing. Like, I called customer service over the weekend, and usually it's just hey, I want to lower my bill. Great, here we go. Moving on. I had a 30-minute wonderful conversation with this guy.
Poor
person. Was it in Spanish?
I ended up turning him into a listener. No, but it's funny because they were like, did you try and get into your account on a different day and you had trouble? Like, we just want to make sure your account's safe. I was like, well, let me explain.
That was me trying Spanish, and I failed miserably.
But you never know when you're going to have a good conversation with somebody. It could be never, or it could come out of nowhere.
On the text line as a Lyft driver, I usually would ask one question out of the gate that will determine exactly how the ride will go, and if the person is rude, I'll just say, how's your day been? Judge the reaction to that, and that usually will determine whether or not the ride will be pleasant or, quote, rude.
Yeah, if they just say, good, thanks.
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. But if they have a little flowery language, maybe there's something there.
That's why we bribe you to hang out with us. $100 of Allie's money could be your money if you call now, 800-520-1067. If you're in the back of a rideshare, give us a call right now. Stop talking to your driver. If you're driving a rideshare, you want to be a part of this, win an extra $100, consider that a tip. You can call us right now. It's Allie's money, but it could be yours, and we'll do it after this.
Klein Alley Show. Mornings. 106.7 KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show, and this is the sound of you getting $100 richer. If you call us right now, I have officially now unlocked the phones. Forgot to do that earlier. Oops, it's Monday. 800-520-1067. Open phones now if you'd like to battle Allie. We've got 5 questions about stuff happening in the news. And the number to call us is 800-520-1067. We got 5 questions about things happening in the world. All you got to do is score a little bit better than Allie. Even if you score better by 1, you get her money just like that. And, Allie, before we get into this round of Allie Knows the News and see if you're able to hold your money or you pay the people, there's been a lot of thoughts about things you said last week on the show, including your box of shame story. And
with the cats?
Some people say that you truly are a disgusting person. So if you'd like to take the money, or you feel bad taking Allie's money normally, you shouldn't feel bad taking the money from a gross person by calling us at 800-520-1067.
Hello, morning show. All right, so I was listening to you guys' show today, and Allie, I mean, like it's so hard, like,
what?
To not keep saying that you're just grosser than what you are, because, like, you do stuff, and then it's gross, and we're like, okay, cool, yeah, poo fingers, ha, 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 like, we have a big joke about it. But then you do this, and you have little kittens, and they lick, apparently you think licking each other's buttholes is grooming, and that's just gross. That's really gross.
So there's a lot of different calls about how gross you are and how even some people that were on your side up until that story can no longer side with you.
Look, isn't there a study that they said dog and cat mouths are cleaner than ours? So they're probably improving the product by eating out of it.
If you ever eat food at Allie's house, understand that there's a good chance her cats have already been in that food. Just remember that.
Single cat ladies and hoarders know what I'm talking about. It's hard to keep track of your cats.
It's never great when the people you have to go after to support you are single cat ladies and hoarders.
Come on, call and defend me, guys.
James in Valencia, $100 of Allie's money could be yours if you get these questions right. How you doing this morning?
Doing awesome. Happy Monday to y'all.
Happy Monday to you. Allie's going to leave the KROQ studio, sequester herself far, far away. She will not hear these questions. You get to answer first. If you do better than Allie does, she will be forced against her will to pay you her money, and it's fun for all of us except for her. Your round, James, officially starts right now.
Allie Knows the News.
Today is Groundhog's Day. Question number 1. Did Punxsutawney Phil see his shadow, or are we getting an early spring?
I'll say yes.
Yes, he saw his shadow. All right, we go to question number 2. President Trump says that he will be suing Trevor Noah, host of the Grammys, for what reason?
For supporting ICE.
Question number 3. Speaking of Grammys, this artist won Album of the Year at the Grammy Awards.
I'll say Kendrick Lamar.
Question number 4. A man decided to take all of his clothes off in front of 150 guests while on what attraction at Universal Studios?
I'll say the Minion Ride.
And finally, question number 5. This film was the current champion of the box office, bringing in $20 million this weekend. Which movie won the big screen?
I'll say Avatar.
All right, let's bring Allie and we'll score together. Never easy when you're on the hot seat. Everyone thinks they know what's going on in the world, and then you learn a thing or two. It's potentially the most educational part of the show. We are not an educational show, but we are still somehow nonprofit. I don't know how that is. We're trying.
Hello.
We're definitely trying. Hi, Allie. Welcome back.
We're a 501c3.
Question number 1. Did Punxsutawney Phil see his shadow, or are we getting an early spring?
He saw his shadow, which means that we're getting more winter.
That is the correct answer. James said he saw his shadow as well. Both of you on the board.
Such a ridiculous tradition.
I think it's the greatest. This is why Omar's not here today. He takes an entire... I'm shocked he's only taking a day. Groundhog's Day for him. It's Groundhog's Week. Go to question number 2. Tied up 1-1. President Trump claims that he'll be suing Trevor Noah. For what reason?
Because of the things he said about him at the Grammys?
More specific.
He made jokes about him and Nicki Minaj being best friends?
No. The official reason he says he's going to sue is because of the Epstein Island comments that he said. I cannot accept that. So it's still tied up 1-1 as we go to question number 3. Speaking of Grammys, this artist won Album of the Year.
Bad Bunny.
All right. This guy on the phone said Kendrick Lamar. He's wrong. It is Bad Bunny. Allie goes up 1 with 2 questions left. Here we go. A man took off all of his clothes in front of 150 guests while on what attraction at Universal Studios Hollywood?
Oh, I think that was the tram.
He was in the studio tour tram, and he decided, this clothing ain't for me anymore. I'm going to get naked and roll around on the ground. Allie gets the point on that one. And she started to run away with it, which is not good for you, James. Final question. Which movie won the box office this weekend by bringing in $20 million?
Not Melania.
Nope, did not.
Send Help, I believe.
Melania earned $7 million, but the correct answer is Send Help is the winner of the box office. Well,
which the makers of the Melania movie were saying
Send Help. James, you put in a valiant effort. Sadly, Allie did better than you. What must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Go ahead.
Gotta admit, I'm not as smart as Allie. Allie won. Thank you.
Yeah, well, tomorrow you'll have another chance. We'll go. That was the most depressing sign-off ever for Allie Knows.
I think you're still smarter than me, by the way. It just means that you didn't read the news.
I don't think so. In this particular case, I'm going to go ahead and side with Allie on this one. Speaking of Allie, something that she did that I think we can all judge her for. It's very easy to judge other people for making bad decisions in life. And we are accepting of your judgment. Most of the show is us talking about our lives and you judging us harshly, making fun of us, then writing songs about the stupid things we've done. So get ready to judge. If you'd like to judge other people, we will give you an opportunity to judge us next on KROQ. Some places claim that they are judgment-free zones, but this is not that place. So feel free to judge accordingly, because I think you'll have some strong opinions about what a terrible, terrible person Allie is this time. Not to be confused with all of the other stories that have proven why she's a terrible person other times.
So terrible and gross.
Yeah, well, terrible
really
and gross.
Any given story.
Yeah, sometimes, every once in a while, though, you pull through and you give us a gem, and It doesn't fit into the category of either terrible or gross, but you have found your sweet spot.
I want to know what you would have done in this situation, because it was a lose-lose situation, and either decision would have been a bad one. I had a birthday party for my kid at a play place. It was, one of those Chuck E. Cheese type places where there's bad pizza, there's arcade games, and there's a play structure. A bunch of his classmates and some of our friends with their kids all came. There was probably 15 kids total. And my kid had a little bit of a cold during the week. He was snotty, which most kids are on any given day.
From like the age of 3 to 17. I think they're just snotty.
I pick my kid up from school, and I just pick him out of a group of snotty children.
Yeah. Give me one of those snotty ones over there. I'll take them home.
Everyone's just wiping their nose on each other's jeans. It's just the age, right? And then towards the end, his nose had kind of cleared up, but he had this little cough that started. And I was like, that's probably the tail end of something. He'll be fine. We wake up in the morning, we get over to the play place, and within a half an hour, he comes over, he looks pale, I feel his forehead, and he is burning up. And I'm like...
Guaranteed fever, 100% fever.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't just, hey, I'm running around, I'm a little warm just from all the excitement. He would have been... like at a 10, because he loves this place in general, but also having all of his friends there. He was just kind of going through the motions, I could tell.
Right.
It was like, claw machine, candy. Let's go on to the next thing. I was like, man, he is really not feeling well. But everyone was there, and we had already booked the Sky Room.
Sure.
It was $150 just for the Sky Room.
Oh,
and
not getting that back.
I'm not getting that back. It was a 10-kid minimum. So I'm not getting that back either, even if I had told everyone to go home. I mean, this is a pretty big price tag.
But he's sick.
But he's definitely sick. And I'm going, crap, I did not know. If I had known the night before that he was that sick, it could have done something about it. We are in the middle of the party at that point. So we decide to just push through. I'm like, I guess we just got to pretend like this isn't happening. And then I found myself shadily asking people that I knew, does anyone have any Tylenol? Does anyone have any baby Tylenol? I was able to secure baby Tylenol in a syringe, which I then administered to my kid behind a plant in a corner.
Right, because you don't want people to know.
Exactly.
Kid's sick.
Exactly. But it's also obvious. And then I feel bad. We're singing happy birthday. He's got the cake. He blows out the candles on the cake, which we then serve to all the children.
You're a terrible person.
I'm pretty sure I gave 15 kids the flu over the weekend.
It's the greatest goodie
bag
of all.
But I'm sad you weren't there, Klein.
Yeah, when I saw it, thank God I didn't show up for this giant germ fest. I mean, all those indoor, I've been to enough of those in my day that there's no way you get out of there without catching something.
Well, and that's part of it, because obviously he's coughing, too, on top of feeling like crap and looking pale. And I went to a couple parents. I was like, oh, yeah, sorry. I think he's still got a little something. And they were like, us too. It doesn't matter. Like every parent that knew was like, yeah, whatever.
At some point,
we know he's sick. Our kid's probably sick too. It's fine.
At some point, you just accept the fact that every kid is either sick, almost sick, or just got over being sick.
Yeah,
that's just the way it's going to be.
Or I'm going to this play place. We're all going to get sick.
Right.
Like, going in that you're either going to get sick or you're already sick.
Back in the day when I think they didn't have a good vaccine for chicken pox, that was like the thing. It's like one kid got it. They're like, all right, everyone go hang out with that kid so you can all get it at the same time. It was like parties where like, let's all spread it around now because if you don't get it, that was the whole thing about chicken pox. If you didn't get it when you were younger and you waited until you were older and got it, it would like kill you or something.
Well, and I think at that age too, all the parents are so jaded by all of it. They're like, whatever. The only kids that had the parents that cared were the parents that had like 1-year-olds that were like, what?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to get
they're
it
all
away.
precious with this new life
I
of
know.
theirs. You could have, I would say, look, I get it. You're not going to send the kid home from his own party. All right, you're already there. But maybe the blowing all over the cake part, you could have.
It would have been suspicious if I hadn't had him blow out candles. What was I supposed to do?
I would have started saying, that snotty kid who's coughing all over the place, clearly something's going on there.
Dude, and then when I walked in, too, I mean, the beauty of doing all of that is that you don't have to set anything up, right? The place does everything
you don't
for
clean
you.
up a thing.
The only thing was that Katie was like, let's get some balloons. I was like, all right, that was my one job in the morning was to get the balloons, which, by the way, was a job that she said she was going to do as the new housewife.
Didn't do it.
She didn't do it. I had one job. It is an impossible job to complete. I don't know if you've experienced this, but I ended up going to Michael's. There was a line. They said it's going to be 2 hours before you get your balloons. Yeah. Everybody was walking out of Michael's with giant bouquets of balloons. They were like, everyone comes here now because Party City closed. This is the only place in the area that does it. I ended up going to a Vaughn's with a lady that looked like she wanted to die, blowing up slowly some balloons for 45 minutes. It cost me $50 for 25 balloons.
I hate balloons. Balloons are my...
Can we just be done with it?
I think we've agreed as a society they're not good. They're not good for the world. They're not good for us. We feel obligated to keep bringing them, but like I don't think anyone gets excited about receiving a balloon. It's more annoying than anything else.
Well, and then you walk into this big room and you just set some balloons down and everyone's like, cool, and moves on. I'm like, what a waste of $50 and an hour of my time.
Yeah,
but it's like there's so much other stuff going on. It's just like, oh, cool, balloons.
Unless they're full of nitrous for the sucking and the huffing, then there's just no reason. Those ones I get. Every other balloon out there, we get rid of altogether.
Well, and the Mylar, those are BS too, because if you want certain ones, you have to buy them online, and then you get them delivered, and I go over to get them inflated, and they goes, yeah, these are a piece of crap. Even if I inflate them with helium, they're not even going to float.
Right. They're going to die in 15 minutes.
Like,
yeah, I know.
What is going
well,
on?
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
And enjoy your flu, kids. You earned it on KROQ. KROQ Klein Alley Show. Very fun to hang out with those of you that made it out to our final Friday fiesta. That will not be the last one we do because people keep showing up, and we always have a good time hanging out. So thanks for those of you that made it out. Those of you that couldn't make it, sorry, we'll do it again, I'm sure, sometime soon.
Hey, guys. It was so good to see you on Friday. You guys are awesome. And listen, here's the deal. Unpopular opinion, I know. But Jake is the funniest on the show. Yeah. Klein, Alley, love you guys. Witty as hell, and you crack me up.
We're witty as hell, but for some reason, this idiot on the phone seems to believe
this inebriated, brain damaged
Jake
person
is the funniest.
But Jake's little snippets, it's just all about timing. It's perfect.
His timing's terrible. He's the worst timing.
He's either, like, if he could have jumped in during that second right there, he didn't. But as soon as you're about to say something, he's going to step on it.
Right.
And it might be funny.
We've moved on to the next thing. Then he thinks of his thing and tramples over you.
He's hilarious, and I could not picture the show without him. So, again, unpopular opinion, I know. But I love you guys, and Kitty has the cutest feet ever. So, remember, don't die. Open them thighs. All right, peace.
That's what Allie has said before. Don't die. Open them ties. We got to take a quick break. We get back in a moment with your ADD news, then a brand new hour of the show. Well, the first thing we do is give away this trip to go to Australia and see a pretty cool band. You're going to be going all the way to Australia to see Pierce the Veil, and we have a lot of people that are on that standby list anxiously awaiting our phone call. So hopefully you pick up your phone if we call you in the next 15 minutes. And then it's a brand new trip to give away here at KROQ. A new band and a new destination. We'll give you all the details and get you on a brand new boarding list, standby boarding list. That's coming up here on KROQ.
The Klein Alley Show.
Mornings on KROQ. Whoa, whoa, ho, ho, whoa. You're a little excited.
106.7 FM.
KROQ, let's get into your news. Then a brand new hour of the show can begin. That's where we give you that trip to Australia. And if you're not on the standby boarding list, fear not, because we've got a blank piece of paper here. We're going to add your name to it. Start a whole new boarding list for a whole new destination with a whole new KROQ band. And that will be happening as part of KROQ's Mile High Club. Get you on that list. Be ready to do some free travel on us in 2026. And we'll do all of that after this. Your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
So let's talk Grammys. Bad Bunny won Album of the Year. He's the first artist to win Album of the Year, an Album of the Year award for a Spanish language album. Record of the Year went to Kendrick Lamar. Pop album went to Lady Gaga. And as for the many KROQ artists who won, Song of the Year went to Billie Eilish. Lola Young won for Best Pop Performance. And The Cure, after 50 years, won their first Grammy for Best Alternative Performance and Best Alternative Album. But they were not there because they were attending the funeral of Perry Bamonte, who had passed away. So terrible timing for the funeral to be on the night of the Grammys, but it's pretty incredible that they won. I can't believe that they hadn't won one by now.
You got 50 years without a Grammy, you probably go,
I'm not going to go to the Grammys.
Right.
Why would I go?
To the funeral, we're not going to get a Grammy.
Yeah, exactly. And then as for Trevor Noah himself, if you missed any of the opening monologue, it was a lot of this. Oh, God. Hold on, technical problems here, and
yourself. Just look at this room right here. Look at this. Everyone around here. Look at this room. I feel like I'm at Jeff Bezos' wedding, but with way more black people. You know what I mean?
He did tell one joke, but he botched it a little bit. But it was a lot of.
I mean, just look for yourself. Just look at this room right here. Look at everyone around here. Look at this room.
Look at everybody. Look at everybody. So there was a lot of that for about 5 minutes straight. It was look at this. Look at this.
We got Tyler the Creator. Oh, look at this, Tyler the Creator. No, look at this, Pharrell. Look at this man.
Look at this. Look at this.
I'm looking. Obviously, I'm watching. I could look.
Look at this man. Look at
were there writers this year? Any writers on this show or no?
I don't know. I think there's somebody in the room must have been going, look at this. There's a writer right here. He could do this for you, or she.
Look at
this man. Look at what is he even wearing? I don't even know what fabric. Can I touch it? I don't even know how this works.
Then he got to Justin Bieber, who is like, if you're gonna make some comments, here's where you'd make them, right? This guy's made headlines for a lot of reasons over the last year.
Justin Bieber, ladies and gentlemen. Justin Bieber is back in the house. Huh? Look at this. Over the last few years, this young man has done so many amazing things. Are you kidding me? His album Swag.
Ugh.
Jeez.
I mean, not just that. What about the time he was smoking a blunt and then people were worried about him and he posted that weird video?
Nominated 4 Grammy nominations. And I think better than any Grammy, he's come back as a new dad. Congratulations to both of you.
Oh, my God.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. My personal favorite thing that Justin Bieber has done over the past year is he told Apple to move the dictation button on the keyboard. Hero, Justin. Now I just need you to tell them to make a new feature where when you search on your phone, it finds things. Please, Justin, we need you.
Oh, boy.
So for me, I'm like, okay, he's just obviously going away from the humorous joke format.
Right. No, because that would be like the setup.
On purpose, right?
Usually there'd be the setup, and then there would be like a funny
something
dig at the end or something. That was just like a setup into like moving on.
Like the biggest dig was like the Apple update.
Right.
I was like, man.
It's just really a fact.
So the real insults came from Cher, who announced that the wrong person won a Grammy, and this was her. She did a nice little speech beforehand. Obviously, she's a legend, and then it was time for her to announce who was going home with the Grammy.
And the Grammy goes to... Oh! They told me it was going to be on the prompter. Oh, the Grammy goes to Luther Vandross.
And who is Luther Vandross? We don't know.
Oh, Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, that's close. Somewhere, some guy named Luther Vandross is going, oh, here we go.
I mean, she even mispronounced Luther Vandross.
Right.
It was like Luther Grandis.
Was he nominated as well? Or was he like, because sometimes I don't know what the confusion comes from. It should just be one name on that piece of paper she's opening,
exactly.
right?
There's no reason that she should be saying Luther Vandross in that moment. But she didn't even say it right. And then, of course, Turnstile won a Grammy Award for Best Rock Album. So a lot of KROQ artists were celebrating last night. Catherine O'Hara once said, when in doubt, play insane. And I think a lot of people were really feeling it over the weekend. I don't know about you, but every time I opened any kind of social media, there were just more and more incredible clips from her, movies. And yeah, people know her as Moira from Schitt's Creek, but there are so many things that she did back in the day other than Home Alone and Beetlejuice and Nightmare Before Christmas and all the Christopher Guest movies. She really was somebody that meant a lot to people. And I think she was very understated in the beginning of her career, where it was like, oh yeah, she's in this, she's funny. She's in this, she's funny. But then you realize how many decades she was doing roles that made everything better. Like, there's no movie or show, and I watched a lot of them over the weekend, that were bad that she was in. Like, sometimes the movie would have sucked unless she was in it, and she somehow made it good. But I guess in terms of how she died, there wasn't a lot of information. It was just kind of, she had a quick illness and then it ended. But she had a condition called situs inversus, which everybody was Googling over the weekend because everyone was like, what the hell's that? But she had this rare condition where, like, her organs were backwards or inverted.
Oh, Jesus.
So it was like, dude, I can't believe
Lived her whole
she
life
was
like
living
that?
her whole life like that, and nobody really even knew, or if they did know, it was just kind of this understated thing. But that might have had a role in why, after an illness, she unfortunately died other than being able to pull through.
Man, it's such a bummer.
I know. She was
all
just
of
the
her
best. And
movies
she was
were
such
trending all weekend.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah.
was watching everything.
I watched Best in
watching.
Show on Friday night. We watched Schitt's Creek all over the weekend. I mean, it's just, you get really emotional watching her because she was just also so generous. It wasn't like she was ever hogging the screen. She always did her job, and she did it well.
We get into a brand new hour of the show right now, and let's go ahead and give you something to look forward to. That trip to go to Australia and see Pierce the Veil is finally about to go. Someone's name is going to go from the standby boarding list to the actual boarding list, and once that happens, we write it down in pen. It cannot be changed. So we get into a brand new hour of the show, and we change someone's life for the better right now.
It's Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Welcome to your Monday. Welcome to your Groundhog Day. We are Klein Alley Show on KROQ. If you need us, phones, text line is the same. As always, 800-520-1067. Lots to get into this hour on the show, including a very interesting proposition that Jake the Nerd received about going to the actual Super Bowl on Sunday to support his Seahawks. But before we can talk about any of that, we have a big trip to give away right now. And we did mention, I think it was almost exactly 1 week ago, that you'd have an opportunity to go see Pierce the Veil in Australia. And, of course, here's some Pierce the Veil for you. Since we announced this giveaway as part of KROQ's Smile High Club, we have got a lot of names on a standby list, and we were thinking, because Friday we had a great opportunity to chat with, Vic Fuentes of Pierce the Veil, and we were thinking, wouldn't it be fun if instead of us calling someone to give them the news that they're going to actually be going to Australia to see Pierce the Veil, why don't we let Vic do the call for us? So
Why don't we let him do our job?
He was nice enough to call us back. Good morning, Vic, and thank you for returning to KROQ 2 days in a row.
Hey, all good. Thanks for having me. This is awesome.
Of course. This will be very cool for someone because, when it's us calling, they act excited, but they really just care about the trip. But when it's you calling to say you're coming to see my band in Australia, I think that you will be truly giving them a memory that they will never, ever forget.
This is great. This is a great idea.
Just keep in mind, Vic, that when we call this person, they're usually confused and disoriented, and some of them have just woken up. So you might be the first voice that they hear in the morning.
That's fine. I'm a little confused and disoriented as well.
Perfect.
Yeah, same.
Here we go. This person has already won tickets to see your hometown show at Petco Park, and now they're about to find out that they are moving from the standby list to the actual boarding list, which means they will be seeing you again in Australia. I hope they don't have any terrible smells, but I would imagine that they've been vetted properly for that. You're going to be saying...
Do we do smell tests?
We don't do smell tests around here. But they'll pick up, and we just have to say they're live on KROQ, and then, Vic, you get to take it away. Hold on.
Hello.
Hello, is this Isabella?
This is Isabella.
You're live on KROQ.
Shut up.
Hi. Hey, Isabella. We have some really great news for you. My name is Vic, and I sing for a band called Pierce the Veil.
Yes,
And
I know
I just
you
wanted,
guys very well.
we just wanted to give you a call and tell you to pack your bags and let you know that you're going to come to Australia to see our band play.
Oh, my God. I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
I hope you have the best time. I hope you have a great trip. I hope this is something you remember forever. And thank you for listening to our band and supporting us. It's going to be a great time. Can't wait to see you there.
I love you guys so much. Thank you so much.
Did you pee at all during that at all?
Yes, dude. Like 13-year-old me is like losing their mind. You have no clue.
All right, very cool. Well, it's always exciting when we get to deliver this news, but it's way better when it gets delivered by the band themselves.
I know, it actually is exciting for me, too.
Yeah, I was just listening to that.
Wow.
I realized that we should probably say something. Vic, thank you for agreeing to do that, and congratulations, Isabella. You're officially now on the boarding list, so good job. You've done it.
Thank you.
Isabella.
All right, and Vic, we'll talk to you every morning this week because the show is clearly better when you're on it, so just keep calling us, all right?
Oh, man, let's do it.
All right. See how excited he lost his excitement right there.
Oh, man, I'm going to disconnect this call.
Great.
Hey, who are you bringing with you on the trip, Isabella?
I think I'm bringing my best friend Samantha. She is my Pierce the Veil listener with me, so I'm very excited.
It's nice to have a fellow groupie that is just as passionate as you are.
All right, well, listen, Vic, thanks for doing this. Isabella, congratulations. And that is exciting for both of you guys. And that trip is officially now off the board. Vic, we look forward to seeing you in San Diego and then, of course, that Australian show. Please send us pictures, Isabella, all right?
Oh,
Yeah, have fun, Isabella. Get ready for that flight. It's going to be a long one.
Yeah, I know. 15 hours.
Yeah, what, Vic, any advice, since you've been flying a lot this year, any advice for her as to what she could do to make that flight not seem as long as it normally is?
Oh, my gosh. You just got to do whatever you can, man. You just get your music, download a bunch of music, get the Wi-Fi, and get the Wi-Fi. Just splurge.
Pay for the Wi-Fi. It's good advice.
Yeah.
All right,
You
Isabella.
can only watch Roofman so many times.
I've watched Roofman 4 times on this flight. All right, thank you, guys. Congratulations, Vic. Good to talk to you again. We have another trip to give away in a moment. At least we'll give you the details. That was pretty cool right there. Just gave away that Australia trip with the help of Vic to go see Pierce the Veil. It's a new band and a new city. We'll tell you about it in 2 minutes on KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. This is the sweet sound of your plane taking off to another destination somewhere in the world to see another KROQ band. You just heard what happens. It's true. It's true what we do around here. We don't just say it, Allie. We actually give these trips away. And you just heard a woman that was very excited to talk to the lead singer, Pierce the Veil, and find out she'll be going to Australia to see that band. And now it's your chance, because if that wasn't you on the phone, you go, who cares?
Yeah.
What's in it for me?
Will it be another country that I can do a bad accent of? We will find out together.
So let's just talk, I guess, about the band first, and then we'll tell you exactly where you'll be going. This is pretty cool because this band, obviously, you heard on KROQ probably for the first time, and as recently as less than 24 hours ago, they now have their very own Grammy. So as we talk about another KROQ Mile High Club band and destination, get ready for... Turnstile. Grammy award-winning Turnstile. You will be seeing this band, and you'll be traveling all the way to Lisbon to see them. Johnny, where's Lisbon? For anyone who's unaware of how the globe looks, let's go to our global expert, Postmaster Johnny. Johnny, where would you find Lisbon in the world?
Definitely like Europe or something like that.
Okay.
Sounds European.
Where?
For sure.
Where would you find it in Europe? What country is Lisbon in?
Lebanese.
Yep, you got it.
You're going to Lebanese.
You'll be traveling to Lisbon, Lebanese. You'll be traveling to Portugal, actually, as a matter of fact. Who knew?
The capital.
The capital
is
of
Lisbon.
Portugal is Lisbon, a place I've, believe it or not, been before. And you will get to go there, and you will get to see Turnstile. If you end up on the standby boarding list, you'll have chances every hour starting at 9 o'clock, less than an hour from right now, with us. Get your name on the list, and then we'll give that trip away in a week. So be ready to be the first name on that list in less than an hour to see this band right here in Lisbon, Portugal on KROQ.
I'm an alley, it's just okay. Do-do-do. Klein and Alley, it's just okay.
Oh.
Klein and Alley, it's just okay. Just okay. Do-do-do.
KROQ Mile High Club. Favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world. Stop number 4.
Take a selfie at Belém Tower. Get lost in a cobblestone alley while drinking an espresso. Miss your flight home. When you see Grammy-winning band Turnstile in Portugal. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list to see Turnstile at Nail Colorama Festival in Lisbon, along with over a dozen artists including Deftones, Interpol, Violent Femmes, and more, courtesy of Atlantic Records.
Hey, this is Brendan from Turnstile, and you're listening to the world-famous KROQ.
KROQ.
All right, well, this Sunday is the Super Bowl, and most people care just because it's usually, a lot of fanfare and halftime shows and commercials and great eating day. And then every once in a while, your team is actually playing, the team you've grown up loving your whole life, and it's a big deal. It's an even bigger deal because now you actually have rooting interest in the game as well, other than just your bets or your squares or anything else.
It is exciting, however, I have had the good fortune of having a team that I love be in the Super Bowl and then lose.
Yes.
And that just is really crushing.
It's almost easier to have two teams you don't care about play, where you can just then focus on all
Having
the other
fun.
stuff.
Yes.
Right. When you have a team playing and they're not winning, it can ruin that day, which is usually, it's one of my favorite days of the year, usually.
But you can't enjoy the game as much when you have so much personal feeling about it, about the outcome.
Now, Jake, as you know, is from Seattle. He's a lifelong Seahawks fan, which is why he's always squawing about stuff. And, Jake, you are excited, obviously, because the Seahawks, they've been a good team all season. And, you have been you have been a fan even when they were not great. Even in the seasons where they sucked, you were still a fan.
Sure, yeah.
So for you to now have them, going into the Super Bowl as the odds-on favorite to win, you're in a very good mood. So much so that you feel like you should be at the game.
I would love to go to the game.
Right. And we saw last week tickets were somewhere around 6,500, something like that.
For the crappiest seat, at least on StubHub in that moment.
Right.
And then I think you said that they were going to probably go down as it got closer.
So you got to hear this because this is surprising. It's actually shocking, but not surprising.
This is ridiculous.
Or surprising, but not shocking. I'm not exactly sure which way to put it. But why don't you tell us exactly what happened, Jake, on Friday? Because I didn't hear the story from your mouth. I just heard, through other people.
Sure.
So what exactly did happen?
So before we were leaving Descanso, Blind Charlie's like, hey, man, before you go, make sure you talk to me. I'm like, okay, man, sure. And so everybody's clearing out. I'm walking him out to his car. He's like, hey, is anybody around? I'm like, no. And he leans over, he's like, let's get you to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And I'm like, yeah, I know what you're saying. Thank you. I'm going to have to talk to the show about this. And then that's why I texted the show.
He's such a godfather.
So
hey, come see me. Come see me after when you get a minute.
Didn't someone give you a coffee, like a giant barista-style espresso machine, too?
Someone gave me like a fancy, real espresso machine
what?
that I got to try to figure out how to learn how to use.
It's unbelievable. Jake leaves that place like it's Christmas. I saw someone walked in, they handed Jake this giant, and it's not very different than the one I got him, than espresso.
Well, it sounds very different. It sounds way better than the one you got him.
Yeah, this one's like a real deal coffee maker.
This one has the little steamer and everything.
All those little things.
And you grind the beans and you put it in that little tiny thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I had no idea how to do it.
Cool.
Yeah, it looks, I don't know. Someone gave Jake that, and then, listen, our listeners, we appreciate it. We just do the show. We're just happy to have you listen. You don't have to show up with stuff for us, but then.
But wait a minute. This is too much.
Well,
though.
listen. Blind Charlie did leave this message on the goat line.
You a good birdie. Squaw. Seriously, Jake Seahawks drives a Lexus, license plate, OK Lexus, Super Bowl 60, LX. I think it's meant to happen. What do we need to do to get Jake to the Super Bowl? Let's make it happen. Let me know if I can help. Squaw! No.
So, did he offer you a ticket, Jake? I'm trying to figure out. Like he speaks very like.
Let's get you to the Super Bowl is a vague way.
Yeah, but he's like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And if you could see his eyes, he'd be winking at me, I'm sure.
But he can't even see. He doesn't have working eyes. His eyes don't work. He doesn't wink.
Yeah, but I'm sure if he could wink, he would be winking at me. But he was like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I mean? Like, let's get you. I'll get you a ticket. And I said, I'll have to talk to the show about that.
There's no way that we are going to allow Blind Charlie to spend thousands of dollars on a ticket to the Super Bowl.
Who's
for
we?
Jake.
You?
Look, I understand this guy likes giving gifts. I'm somebody who has received a gift from Charlie because he gave me a bag and said, don't look at this, just put it in your car. And then I realized it was a Nintendo Switch, a very generous, very nice gift. Now, a $4,000 to $6,000 Super Bowl ticket, I kind of feel like at this point it's taking advantage of a blind man.
Hey, look, he tried to give me a giant TV. I refused. He said, just give me an address. I'll send it right there. I said, no, Charlie, I will not. Thank you for your support.
And why did you refuse?
Because it's not the right thing to do.
Right. Because you felt bad.
I feel bad. I don't even like when listeners buy us drinks. I feel bad. I'm so happy people listen to the show.
I'll take drinks in a heartbeat.
I know Jake will. Jake's a giant panhandler.
People offered to buy me drinks on Friday. I'm like, look, we've got
Right.
Got a man named Uncle Scott who can help take care of this. Please do not waste your money.
Right. I appreciate it. It's nice to know that people feel that way about the show. We feel the same about you. But for someone to come up and wink, wink, nudge, nudge, offer to give Jake a $6,000 Super Bowl ticket, unless, because he's, maybe he has some sort of tie-in because he was in the Special Olympics or something. Was he in that?
No, dude. And I don't think, I'm sure Blind Charlie has money, but I don't think that he's the millionaire that we all think he is. I think he's just a very generous guy.
Right.
And Jake, would any part of you feel just a little bit bad for taking that much money from Blind Charlie?
I'm not taking money. I'm taking a ticket.
But see, Jake wouldn't have a problem if we said right now, let's get Jake to the Super Bowl to go, watch his Seahawks play. And if every listener could throw in $5, we could probably make that happen.
That is different than just taking this much money from one person.
I agree, but at the end, it doesn't really matter, right? It's figuring out a way to try to get Jake to the Super Bowl, and I wish he was clever enough to be like one of those guys that could trade a paperclip for something else. That would be at least interesting. Like Jake tries.
If he went through any kind of effort,
yeah, exactly. If he made any effort on his own to be like, my plan is I'm gonna trade this all the way up to a Super Bowl ticket. Then we go, all right, well, that's at least a story that we could follow this week, and then maybe you get there.
Blind Charlie had just handed you $6,000 cash and said, buy yourself a Super Bowl ticket. You would have said thank you very much.
And with a sir and a tip at the cap. Thank you, sir.
And Jake, your plan is if you do acquire a ticket, regardless if this is how you get it, you will be driving to the game.
That's my plan, yeah.
So Charlie doesn't have to get you flights either?
So
No.
That's good.
Let's pay for parking.
Okay, cool.
So that means that you will be what is your plan? Like, what is that going to entail?
I think I leave on Saturday and find a place to crash up there and then go to the game Sunday, and then as soon as the game's over, drive back. So I'm back for the show on Monday morning.
And how long is that drive?
I think it's like 6 or 8 hours, something like that.
Uh-huh. So your plan would be the second the game is over, you get back in your car and drive back here.
Yeah.
That sounds like a terrible plan.
Do it. I say Jake should do this.
Look, I'm all about Jake going to the Super Bowl. I just feel bad taking this much money from one person.
Well, the funny thing
I just think it's a kind of immoral.
The only other person that when Jake said that was what happened, I said, that's cool, man. Good for you. Allie's the only person that said absolutely not, and she's the only person.
I didn't say absolutely not. I said I think that this is very blatantly illegal as well.
It's not illegal.
It is illegal.
No, I don't think so.
Ask Vanessa.
No,
if he hands me a bag and I don't look at it and there's tickets in there and I just take the bag without
but
knowing
you
what's in
do
there,
know.
then it's fine.
Well, what if
That's what Allie did.
What if he bought?
I did not know what he got me.
What if he bought himself a ticket, and then he realized I'm blind, I can't use this?
If he brought Jake with him, that's him going to the Super Bowl and bringing Jake as a plus one.
So then he's got to spend $12,000 now?
There's a whole meeting about this accepting of gifts thing.
I don't think it's true with their personal gifts and people don't. It's different like if a business.
Literally,
this
Vanessa,
is why you guys have to do those quizzes.
I'm not doing the
quizzes. It says literally personal gifts. And yeah, maybe a couple $100 wouldn't raise any red flags, but taking a $6,000 prize from somebody is very, very obvious red flag.
Blind Charlie bought a bunch of people drinks on Friday. He didn't no one had a problem with that. Everyone's just chug-a-lugging. Hey, Charlie. Who's this? Tony. What's up, Tony? You're on KROQ. Good morning.
Yeah, I wanted to tell Allie to stop hating. If he was buying something for her, she would love it.
Of course.
I would not accept a gift this large. No, I would not.
Allie, you would.
I wouldn't.
You would. If he said, hey, by the way.
You guys are just trying to make me look like an a-hole.
No.
You're telling the truth.
Yeah, this is just the reality.
I would not accept a gift like that from somebody. Are you serious?
Where would you cap it at? I'm just wondering because he gave you.
I wouldn't have accepted a Switch from Charlie if he had handed it to me in that way. I would have said no, absolutely not. He gave me a bag that I hadn't looked in because I was at an event.
Right. Then you say, hey, Charlie, I opened it up. I can't accept this. Where can I drop it off?
I was already home, and he said you can't bring it back.
Here we go. Tickets, by the way, have dropped now to the mid 4,000s, like I said they would. So they've already gone down. So maybe it's more acceptable now that they're in the mid 4s. Look, Jake, I would love you to be at that game for a few reasons. Obviously, one is it means you won't come to my house to watch the game, which is great.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Two, I think it would be fun to have some representation from our show at the Super Bowl. I think that would be good just to get a couple tiny towel photos there. And I think it'd be fun for Jake. I mean, Jake has lived it has not been a great year for Jake. Let's be honest, Allie, right? The guy lives in a shack.
I'm not saying I don't want the guy to go to the Super Bowl. I think that's great. If there's any way that we can crowdfund or that everyone can kind of pitch in, I'm all for that. I think it's the idea of taking this much money from a guy who is overly generous and a big gift giver, but doesn't necessarily have a ton of money.
Do we know if Charlie's like a billionaire? Do you feel differently if he is a billionaire?
He's getting money from like disability or something.
Yeah,
I think.
it's
got
from
like a lot of that.
Yeah, but I feel like that's not billionaire type money.
You're taking somebody's disability money.
He needs that for like medical procedures.
His kidneys and stuff.
Unless he knows something we don't know. Like maybe he knows his days are really numbered, so he's got to blow through it now. I don't know.
I've been to his house before. He looks okay. Charlie's living it up, I think.
You got a nice house?
He's living. I'm not gonna say where he lives, but he's living okay.
Wow.
Was it Bel Air? Where does he live?
Yeah,
no, he's like it's like same as kind of like Jake, but like doing better a little bit. I think you
mean a step up from a shack?
Period.
All right. Well, listen.
So all right,
Jake. So once again, that was the proposition that was given, but it was left at that. And what was the last thing you said to him? Jake?
I said I'll talk it over with the show.
Huh.
So now where are we at? Do you support this?
I support Jake getting to the Super Bowl. Absolutely.
In this way? You think it's right for him to take that money from Blind Charlie?
No, but maybe Blind Charlie has a hookup. Maybe Blind Charlie...
What?
I don't know.
Maybe he what?
Maybe Blind Charlie used to play in the NFL. He gets that free player ticket or something. I don't know. I don't know, Allie. I'm torn.
Let's see if we can start a GoFundMe.
But there's so many better causes out there in the world than sending Jake and his dog to the Super Bowl. But very interesting to say the least. So the saga will continue. A lot of thoughts on the text line about this as well.
No, I'm not going halvesies with Blind Charlie, 310.
That's very generous of you, Allie. Thank you for offering.
No!
KROQ Klein Alley Show. With the Super Bowl approaching on Sunday. And by the way, interesting thought on the text line. Someone says, here's an idea. Why doesn't Jake use the money he gets from his paycheck to buy his ticket to the Super Bowl like anyone else would do in this similar situation? Well,
if I can get 5 paychecks in a row.
There's a novel concept right there, right?
Well, if you think, Jake, about all the things that you wasted money on, all those little paintings and things like that.
That's not a waste of money.
Been putting that into a non-painting savings account, you probably would have enough to buy a ticket.
Sell some of those stupid comic books of yours and buy a ticket. I mean, that's the other thing people do. They're like, all right.
Stupid.
Well, regardless, you can sell them. It's my favorite time of year to go see the good shops that happen at Costco because a lot of people loading up for Super Bowl parties.
Dude, I went to Costco yesterday. It was packed.
I was there yesterday too, and it was one of those. It always feels like end of days there, but yesterday more so. I mean, the part where like lines become mobs, become just chaos.
It takes a lot for those wide aisles to get so clogged that you can't move.
Yeah.
There was a point where all of us were just sitting there going, I don't know what to do next. Yes, but there's nowhere to move.
They put out the best stuff. I always think around this time of year, this is the time of year I went last year with Johnny. We shot the Good Shop video, but I mean, this is the time of year I think they put out the best samples. They got the best snack options there. They got everything.
They had good hot dog samples.
Everything is for eating and everything is for wing samples. I mean, they know what people are going there for. They're loading up for big game festivities.
Yeah, but I also think that there's a thing now that's happening more and more regularly at my Costco that is upsetting, and it feels like now it's gone too far. And I don't know how you feel about this, but when you're checking out, you're leaving, you have to show the guy your receipt, and they make that little red mark on it, which I don't even know how they've checked everything that fast, so they can just drew a red line and just say move along with your day. There is at least one person that is the doodle guy. The person that feels like they have to do a little smiley face on the receipt. And yeah, I have a kid, I'm sure, whatever, look at a smiley face, it brightens your day. But when it is a Sunday especially leading up to a Super Bowl weekend.
Yes.
Everybody has very important things to get. The line to leave was already way back at where that AT&T person hassles me. And
hey, what did you plan?
Yeah,
You want change? Come on,
like,
let's go.
I have to be like, no. And I'm stuck in front of the AT&T guy.
It's a gauntlet. You got to get past that person. The solar person hits you
and
up.
The fridges, all of it. And it took so long to get out of that store because there's an old man.
Goddamn Picasso wants to write on your receipt.
Who cannot stop doodling. And it's not just the people with kids. He's doodling for everybody.
You got it, yeah. I get it in theory. I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to bring a little joy. But we have iPads now. So your little highlight or smiley face on the back of a receipt is not going to impress a child.
And they're not even good.
Yeah, they're not. And it does, I agree, Allie, it does slow down that process.
I mean, sometimes it's not like a caricature person where they're like, wah, 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 like they can get a sketch out in like 10 seconds. This guy is taking his sweet ass time, and he's old, and he was even drawing different faces. He drew 2 happy faces on one person's receipt, and then there was a guy that was in front of me.
That guy should be weekdays only, like give him like the ugly stripper shifts, like weekdays, middle of the day.
Totally,
not primetime weekend stuff.
No, absolutely
that's gotta
not.
Be
it's a good smiley face guy.
That's got to be lines only, just line. Keep it moving.
Yeah, even if you got kids, it does not matter. Just line, keep it moving. And there was a guy that was in front of me who was getting just as frustrated as I was, but he voiced his opinion, and he looked like a huge dick. And he was like, hey, buddy, I don't need a smiley face. I don't need a doodle. I don't need there's a huge line of people out here. Let's just keep it moving. And the old man in the wheelchair, he's got a mask on, and he's the doodler, and he looks all like shaky up at the guy like, why are you doing this to me? This is the joy that I have in one time for the day. And everybody was looking at this guy like he was the biggest dick. And I was like a dick defender in that moment. I was like, he's right. We don't all need doodles. We're grown-ass adults. Let's move it along.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate because it makes us seem like we have no joy or like we're lifeless or whatever. But the reality is,
I would like real joy outside of the Costco.
Right. I've received a doodle and I've received no doodle, and it has not changed my day at all. There's insignificant change in my day if I get a line or a smiley face. And even my kids, when they were younger, and the guy would draw the thing that I would show, they didn't give it. They just wanted to crack open a bag of mangoes.
My kid looked at it and was like, what is this?
Right.
Like, even a sticker, just a standard sticker at Trader Joe's makes him happier than a written doodle.
Costco, you do some great things. Big fan, obviously. Love a lot of what you do.
There's a lot to love.
I will always support you. I think we need to go ahead and eliminate this doodle policy ASAP.
Let's start a page of that. Let's go change.org. Get rid of the doodlers.
No doodles. No doodlers. Move them to somewhere else.
Joyless a-holes.
No, that's not true.
No, it actually makes me feel worse because I feel bad crumpling up and throwing the receipt out immediately.
You should.
Because the guy worked so hard on it.
That's a one-of-one limited edition.
Klein Alley Show is now Ozempic friendly. Download the Klein Alley Show podcast. Save great taste with half the fat. And by fat, we mean commercials.
KROQ.
If you missed the big announcement this morning, right after we gave away that trip to Australia to see Pierce the Veil, we did announce who you'll be seeing next. Turnstile in Lisbon, Portugal is your next destination, part of KROQ's Mile High Club, and you will have your chance to hop on that standby boarding list in about 5 minutes. The second we're done with the ADD news, we will put the first name on that list, and then hopefully in a week we call you back and tell you to pack your bags to go see Grammy-winning Turnstile in Lisbon, Portugal. So all you got to do is be ready to call us in about 5 minutes at 800-520-1067. Right now, though, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
The Grammys, if you did not watch all 3.5 hours of it, we've been recapping it. We talked about the awards. We talked about the hosting of Trevor Noah. And now let's talk about the fashion. The theme this year was nudity. A lot of people were naked or close to it. Yungblud had no shirt on. That's not new. But then you had Heidi Klum dressed head to toe in nude latex. You had Doechii wearing a top that was just made of jewelry. There was no fabric. Chappell Roan was fully topless, but her dress was only connected to her chest through nipple tassels. So it was a waist-high dress with 2 little pieces that just came up and attached to a couple of nipple rings.
Finally understand fashion.
There it is.
It's amazing.
All we needed was nipple rings and tassels. And Justin Bieber performed in his boxers. And I wonder if maybe because of Ozempic and all of the body positivity that's happening with everyone getting skinny again, everyone's like, let's just be naked in front of everybody else.
Like nudity always, usually is better. You wear a tuxedo, no one's going to pay attention, right? You go naked, people go, hey, they're naked. Look at that.
Well, think of a guy in a tuxedo that's looking in the mirror going, what could make more of a statement? I'll just remove the shirt.
Just take the shirt off.
Underneath it.
Yeah.
And then a woman's in a dress going, well, if I just took the top part off,
right,
everyone would love this.
I think that we have this weird human curiosity, especially when clothes are barely hanging on to like body parts. We stare because we think at any moment a gust of wind could change all of this.
Well, with the nipple tassels, I was like, doesn't that hurt? I mean, they looked like they were really clamping on her nipples kind of all night long.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Must be nice.
Fashion and nudity, they go great together.
Yeah, there were also some moments where things got political. Trevor Noah at one point referenced Epstein Island. Now Trump has said he wants to sue him. And leading up to his Super Bowl halftime show, Bad Bunny not only won a Grammy, but made it very clear where he stands on the ICE raids.
Before I say thanks to God, I'm going to say ICE out.
Obviously, this got a very big reaction, a standing ovation, and he went on.
We're not savage, we're not animals, we're not aliens, we are humans, and we are Americans. I know it's tough to know, not to hate on these days. And I was thinking, sometime we get contaminados. I don't know how to say that in English. The hate get more powerful with more hate. The only thing that is more powerful than hate is love.
Hi, English? Do you speak English? Stop. Can you speak my language?
Wow, Allie.
Not
oh boy.
nice.
You're going to cut him off in the middle of a speech to say that?
It's not a nice thing to say.
Unbelievable.
Look, even when he said contaminat, I know what he was saying because I've been studying Spanish.
Right, of course.
And what did he say?
I actually have been trying to learn Titi Mi Pregunto before the Super Bowl halftime show. I want to be able to sing it along
God.
and drown everyone out at my Super Bowl party.
Deport Alley. Who's with me on that? Huh?
I agree,
Deport
actually.
Alley. Let's go.
It is so difficult to memorize any rap, even in English.
Yep.
But to do any of it in Spanish, I've been practicing so much, and I still only have 2 lines down. Right. It's not going well, but I am trying. And now we move on to the whitest thing ever.
We just were in the whitest thing ever. What's whiter than you?
I'll tell you. It is Punxsutawney Phil and the Groundhog's Day celebration. Hold on, let me get to this.
As you know, this is why we believe Omar's not here. He believes this is the greatest holiday all year on the calendar. And every year we say, next year we're going to do the show live from Pennsylvania. And yet every year we're sitting here like a bunch of losers in perfect temperature Los Angeles.
What? When it's Groundhog Days and clear, she helps him when he's stuck. To say there is no shadow with some luck. Here we go! Wake up, Phil. Wake up, Phil. That's your Punxsutawney.
We can see this in person, Klein.
Man.
And you know what's going to happen now is Blind Charlie is going to offer to pay for our flights.
Great.
So we can go next year. And then you see a bunch of grown men in top hats and tuxedos reading from a scroll to see what Punxsutawney Phil determined this morning in, I believe it's called Gobbler's Knob.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see.
Allie's
this
mom
goes
knows
on
all
and
about
on
that.
and on.
Allie's mom is the mayor of Gobbler's Knob.
Gobbler's Knob.
At dawn on Gobbler's Knob, Phil looked to the skies and then, speaking in Groundhogese, directed President Dunkel to the proper scroll, which reads, "It's my great honor to answer your annual call. So I rise again this morning to greet you all. But today I wake thinking of numbers and time."
This goes on so much longer than Bad Bunny's speech, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I mean, and no standing ovations. Everyone's just freezing.
Let's celebrate all, young, old, babies, or millennial, and kick off America's semi-quincentennial. We look to the future and not just the past. So I suppose this party could use a forecast. It is my job this February 2 to look to the skies and report back to you that there is a shadow here on my ground.
Wow.
6 more weeks of winter abound.
Meanwhile, 87 degrees later this week in Los Angeles.
What I love is people being like, boo! Like, there are people booing. I'm like,
so
what are we doing here?
All right, well, on that note, if the groundhog sees his shadow, we must get you on a standby boarding list. So caller 20 right now, 800-520-1067. You could be going to Lisbon, Portugal to see Turnstile. Next, KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Welcome to your Monday. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Next week is going to be one of those Mondays that we all universally agree should be a day off because it's the Monday after the Super Bowl and we'll all be hungover and feeling all bloated and whatnot, but sodium intake very high that day. However, we will be here regardless, I'm sure, and we have to give away this trip. So if you'd like to get your name on the standby boarding list, be the first name on the standby boarding list, I hope you're on the phone right now at 800-520-1067. It's all part of KROQ's Mile High Club. And this is destination number 4, which puts you in Lisbon, Portugal, to see Turnstile, fresh off of their Grammy win for Best Rock Album. And I believe that you will win your way a trip to Lisbon. Got old castles there, good eats, and Turnstile. And earlier this morning, got to give away that trip to go to Australia and see Pierce the Veil. And Vic was nice enough to join us and actually give that trip away to a very happy winner. But today, it's your chance. So if you do not, if you've never been on the standby boarding list, or you've never called KROQ, hopefully this is your chance to win an amazing, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go see Turnstile in Portugal.
And it's nice to hear from people who are equally as excited about the band as they are about the destination. Sometimes you love one more than the other, but I think both of these are, equally exciting.
The first name on the standby boarding list will be whoever's calling right now from the 562. Hello, who's this?
Oh my gosh, it's Lupe.
Lupe, your name is being added to the standby boarding list as the first name on there, and that means if we call you back in a week, you're packing your bags, you're going to go see Turnstile in Lisbon, all right?
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I know people shouldn't get that excited just to have their name added to a list, but Allie, we don't put that many names on the list, so once you're on the list, you're not as good as in, but you're pretty damn close.
Do you want to be the first name in the hat or the last name in the hat?
I think first name. I think first name. I mean, I know it gets selected at random, but I think first name means at least you're on, and Lupe is leading the list right now. This suggestion scared the hell out of me. It was on the GOAT line over the weekend, and I think we should actually pay close attention to this.
Hey, guys, sweet dibs. Not sure if you guys have a punishment picked out for the forced resolutions yet, but given that it's 2026, I think the loser should have to run 26 miles / do the LA Marathon on March 8th. Given that the Colorado trip is that time, March 5th through March 8th, that means they'll miss a big portion of it, and it's like a double punishment. What do you guys think? Chachi.
So the suggestion is the punishment for whoever loses our forced resolutions would have to run the LA Marathon.
That is a great punishment.
It's a terrible punishment. I mean, I would hate that
because anyone
so
on the show
much.
could finish.
Well, eventually, sure. But
Eventually, but it could take 7 hours.
7 hours take all day.
Yeah, I mean, with those old people that cross the finish line like 3 days later, they cut the ribbon. Could be us.
Yeah, do they have an expiration for eventually they have to clear the streets and stuff, right?
Yeah, but there's always some story of like a 106-year-old that crawled across the finish line 6 weeks later, and they just set up
and all the street sweepers are behind him.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
I'll do it. I'll do it right now. I'll drop out right now so I can go run it.
You would run the LA Marathon?
Well, I'll try to run it, but I'll see how far as I get.
I just got my giant box of crap in the mail, my mystery box. I was going to start selling stuff today on What's What.
He's just getting started.
Yeah, I'm just getting going. I've been doing cameos all weekend. Did 5 or 6 cameos already. I got side hustles all over the place now.
I'll let you cook. I'll let you cook.
Yeah, keep drinking, John. You're going to be in here later this hour to have a drink and answer a question for some Johnny Doesn't Know. It's a lightning round. We'll get to that later this hour on the show. And much more. So if you are getting comfortable, we've got a lot of show left this morning on KROQ. Welcome to your Monday Klein Alley Show. As you know, Sunday is game day, and some people care about the game. Some people care about the gambling. Some people care about the food.
Some people care about the halftime show.
And some people just care about the commercials because they think they're fun. It's the only time that people actually get excited about the commercials. In real life, skip, move along. But then there's the one time of the year that everyone's like, get quiet, everyone, the commercials are on. And we decided as we get you ready for the big game commercials that will be happening on Sunday, we should listen to some of The commercials that we've had on our shows over the years, not the real ones, but the fake ones. For instance, there was the time that we convinced Vanessa that she was going to be the official spokesperson for JJ's Jumpin' Java coffee shop because she told us that she really had a hard time
J's
with the letter
were her
J.
hardest.
She explained to us off the air that J's are the hardest part of the English language. And then a few days later, she received a endorsement opportunity.
Nothing but J's.
And it was a lot of J's, and she thought this was a real commercial. She was really excited, and she gave us this.
JJ's Jumping Java Coffee is coming to the Jamboree Mall in Burbank. Grand opening on the corner of J Street and Jupiter Jones Road. Stop by JJ's for a free drip coffee and try one of their jelly-filled JJ's rolls. Yummy! And tell JJ's that Vanessa from KROQ sent you for a bonus free jasmine tea. This Friday from noon until 2 at the newest JJ's Jumping Java on the corner of J Street and Jupiter Jones Road.
Well, she barely made it through.
So good.
But I didn't realize behind the scenes that took 3.5 hours to get done.
Yeah, did that take a while?
It did, and I remember thinking, like, damn, the universe really wants me to, like, try with my language.
So that was one of our commercials that we brought to the show, and that was really just to mess with Vanessa. And then there was the time that Jake Shack Beans became a massive global phenomenon, so much so that we had our own advertising campaign here on KROQ.
And nobody asked him to do this.
No one did, but Jake felt the need to really, strike while the iron was hot on the Jake Shack Beans.
Hey, buddy, where you buy your beans? If you don't buy your beans at Jake Shack, you gotta buy better beans, buddy. Because Jake Shack beans the best beans you can buy. Jake Shack beans. Down here at Jake Shack, we make beans where they're supposed to be made. In a shack. Jake Shack beans. Jake Shack. Back up here to all kidney or black. Get your beans at the Jake Shack. Jake Shack beans. Woo-hoo! Get one more time.
No.
Back up here to all kidney or black. Get your beans at the Jake Shack beans! Yee-hoo!
So anyway, Jake decided he needed to put that commercial together for the Jake Shack Beans. And then there was the time that we convinced Allie that she was going to be the spokesperson for a tampon commercial. She was very excited about this opportunity, only she didn't realize that she would be playing the role of the tampon. And anyway, this was probably the original fake commercial we ever did on the show, and Allie was so bummed out when she found out this was not real. But here it is.
Hey, I'm a tampon. Nice to meet you. Hey, let's make a deal. When we go swimming, you don't cannonball and I won't leak. Happy swimming. Sincerely, your friend Tampon. Woo-hoo! Pat, what are you doing in here? Get out of here. Gladys.
So there you go, some of the many commercials that we've put together over the years for your own amusement at our own expense. Quick break.
It's wasted.
Back in a second.
Wait, what happened to the Winter Central?
We're not doing them all today. We're going to spread them out throughout the week. We have a lot of commercials we've done. Don't worry, I'll get some more later this week. We got to take a break. We got more show after this.
KROQ Mile High Club. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 4. Take a selfie at Belaine Tower. Get lost in a cobblestone alley while drinking an espresso. Miss your flight home. When you see Grammy-winning band Turnstile in Portugal. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list to see Turnstile at Nail Colorama Festival in Lisbon, along with over a dozen artists including Deftones, Interpol, Violent Femmes, and more, courtesy of Atlantic Records.
Hey, this is Brendan from Turnstile, and you're listening to the world-famous KROQ.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Visit calldowntown.com for a free case review.
KROQ, your Klein Alley Show. I always love conspiracy theories that are on the GOAT line because usually they're not real, and every once in a while they are, and you can always leave them at 844-956-GOAT.
Hey guys, I'm watching Miss Rachel with my kids right now, and I wanted to see if there's any other parents who are listeners, or even just you guys, that find Jules, who plays guitar a lot on the show, looks like Johnny. I think there might be a thing going on. Does Johnny work for Miss Rachel on the side? I'm suspicious.
Interesting theory right there, that Johnny has a side hustle working for Miss Rachel as Jules.
Yeah, there's a lot of controversy around Jules.
Oh, why is that?
Because Jules is non-binary.
Got it.
And then a bunch of parents were like, get that freak out of my living living room.
Pull that clip. Pull that clip of Allie saying that.
Whoopsie.
Yep, that'll be used.
Anyway, it looks like Johnny.
Right. So congratulations, Jules, or congratulations, Johnny. Johnny may or may not be working for Miss Rachel. We're not exactly sure.
Idea. Maybe you can recruit the listeners to call the GOAT line and leave questions for Johnny Doesn't Know.
Oh.
Yeah. Listener submitted questions. That could be fun, maybe. I don't know. Well, all right.
We already have a great question ready to go for the lightning round of Johnny Doesn't Know today. And if you are correct in predicting whether or not he will know or not know, you can get yourself some tickets to the world premiere of Crime 101 at the United Theater on Broadway, downtown L.A. It is in theaters everywhere February 13th, but you'll get to see it before everyone else, and we will get you into the world premiere of that film if you would like to play with us. And all you got to do is be on the phone at 800-520-1067. It's one question for Postmaster Johnny about something. Well, he can pick the category, Allie, but I think he's probably going to go with Olympics because the categories are very tricky, and the one that he may have any chance of answering has to do with the Olympics that are starting again soon.
And his ritual of drinking something new before the Johnny Doesn't Know continues. And I believe this week is going to be Wine Week.
Oh, it's Wine Week.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Welcome to your Wine Week. So in a moment, we'll do Nirvana. Then Johnny will be in here. If you'd like to play, win your way into a world premiere of a movie, a good movie, I recommend you give us a call right now, and we'll get to that after this at 800-520-1067. That's next on KROQ. Time for you to feel smarter about yourself, or at least laugh at Johnny's expense. Johnny is in the studio now for a little Johnny Doesn't Know. You may recognize him from his starring role as Jules on Miss Rachel. And now here he is wearing his travel pillow around his neck for no real reason. Are you planning on napping during the segment, Johnny? Why do you have your travel pillow on?
I just got cozy over there in the back office, and I was like, you know what? Let's bring the coziness in here.
All right, fair enough. Johnny's wearing that travel pillow. He's figured out a way to make that not look cool, but
Might as well use it now because you're never going to fly on a plane again.
Right.
Yeah, never, ever.
Yeah, he did buy that for his 40-minute flight to Vegas, so he might as well use it right now. Let's get into the game in a moment. We got a lot of people on the phone that would like to predict will Johnny know or not know. And up for grabs, we have some tickets for you to go to a world premiere of Crime 101. That's pretty cool. But before we do that, as you know, Johnny's forced resolution is to drink. And as many people have made it through their dry January, congratulations. Johnny is continuing now into more drinking into February. And today, it kicks off Wine Week because we did find out of all the different things you've tried, the one thing you don't hate, I mean, you hated the whiskey and the tequila. You hated all the shots we gave you. You hated the mezcal. I mean, pretty much every alcohol we've given you've hated. But the one thing you didn't seem to hate that much was wine.
It's tolerable.
Right, which means you are
and I think he likes feeling fancy.
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
You see my pinkies go up every time I grab the cup?
Well, there's a sweetness to it. So Johnny's got kind of that, kid tongue. So I could understand why he thinks that's better.
It looks the most like juice.
Right. So that's why he's into it. So today, I believe you've got a bottle of, what is that, Chardonnay?
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay. Beautiful. That's definitely stolen from one of the middle-aged women down the hall, but okay, it's yours now. So someone was looking to probably drink that, and Johnny's going to, I don't even know how long
Not no more.
Been in the refrigerator there, but Johnny's going to try Chardonnay for the first time right now. His pinky's up.
And if white women drink enough Chardonnay at a concert, they get what's called the Chardonnay sway.
Everyone knows the Chardonnay sway.
Put their hands up in the air. They're feeling themselves. They're having a night out for them.
Yes, it's the official dance of Maroon 5 or Jack Johnson, the Chardonnay sway. All right, whenever you're ready, Johnny.
This smells like I'm going to love it already.
He likes it. Yep, he's got pinky's up. He's drinking it right now. This is Johnny continuing to try his booze. He's not a drinker. Oh, he's
wow. Oh, my God. It's like the one thing you're not supposed to chug.
It's funny. Of all the things that he sipped delicately, the glass of wine he threw down.
Oh.
What do you think of that?
That went down really smoothly, nicely.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that one.
What do you taste? Do you taste any notes of anything?
It tastes like TJ Maxx and hair dye.
Yep.
Wow.
He's right.
He's exactly right.
Damn.
That's how they make Chardonnay.
Wow.
All right, so now that Johnny's nice and liquored up, let's get into it. It's time for Johnny Doesn't Know.
Johnny Doesn't Know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny Doesn't Know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny Doesn't Know. Johnny Doesn't Know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny Doesn't Know.
It like goes wiggles.
All right, Johnny, one question. We'll get to that in a second. You get to pick your category as always. Try to make it fair. I think I know which category you're going to pick, but here are your options in this lightning round edition of Johnny Doesn't Know. Ozone layer gases, molecular biology, criminal justice of the 1600s, botany, or Olympics. Those are your categories.
Olympics.
All right. I figured you'd go that way.
Johnny straight up doesn't listen to the first four.
No, he doesn't.
And then he just goes and says the last one.
Hey, Ronnie in Newport Beach, good morning and welcome to KROQ.
Hey, good morning, sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs to you. We got one question here, and all you got to do is predict will Johnny know or not know. If you're right, we send you to a world premiere of Crime 101 at the United Theater, Broadway in downtown L.A. And if you're wrong, then we'll give that ticket to someone else. So be ready. Here is Johnny's one question about the Olympics. Johnny, as you know, you will see a lot of silver and gold on the podiums at the Olympics. But where would you find silver and gold when they are listed as AU and AG? Where would you find silver and gold when they are listed as AU and AG? Will Johnny know that, Ronnie?
Absolutely not.
Okay. With confidence, you'll see a lot of silver and gold on the podium of the Olympics, but where would you find silver and gold when they are listed as AU and AG? He says you absolutely will not know.
Wow. Silver and gold? Both of them?
Speechless.
Yeah. This is a science question for sure.
It's an Olympics question, technically, but...
What's the alphabetical table where they got all the, like, colors and, like, the letters and it's uppercase, lowercase?
We can't help you with that.
I don't know.
But you know what I'm talking about, right, though? That's, like, in the vein of what we're talking about. It's, like, in the same world.
I don't know, dude. It's your answer. I asked the question. You get to give me the answer.
Let's go to the period table.
The what now?
The periodic table.
Which one?
The period table.
I do not want a seat at the period table.
Hey, we all get a seat at the period table once a month.
I'll have cake. I'll also have cake.
Time to hose this thing off.
Time violation.
Time violation. John, need your final answer.
What's a time violation?
I
just gave you your answer.
You've said a few things.
Periodic table.
Is that where you're going to land on?
Might as well.
All right, Ronnie, I'm so sorry. He somehow stumbled into the right answer after
some weird period talk.
After a lot of that. took him a month to get there. Johnny, congratulations. The periodic table. Look at you.
Shout out to the wine, man. Wine's always
Chardonnay.
pulling through
Making
for
Johnny
me.
smart. I can't believe he pulled that one.
I know.
Unbelievable.
If he has a little more of that, he's going to get his own period.
Got to keep those sharks circling the period table right now. All right, well, that's good news for someone else because caller 20, we've got a prize for you right now at KROQ. You'll be going to the world premiere of Crime 101. Sadly, Ronnie went against Johnny, and Johnny got that right. Somehow. I don't know how. So caller 20, we give you those tickets right now at 800-520-1067 on KROQ. That is someone that woke up with a Grammy this morning right there. Lola Young, congratulations. All these big artists getting Grammys, and they probably, I would imagine, grip them tight for at least 24 hours. And then as we find out, usually later down the road, we say, where are your Grammys? They say, I don't even know anymore. I put them somewhere in the backyard. I think we talked to Flea, who said his kids used it as a shovel. Talked to a lot of other people that leave it in the bathroom. I think Marcus Mumford said his is in the bathroom. And I think at the beginning it's pretty cool. People love it. And then eventually they just lose all interest. This was Lola Young after receiving her big Grammy last night.
I'm going to say because I don't have any speech prepared. Obviously I don't. It's messy, do you know what I mean? I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. Obviously you can tell by my sorry, my face that I'm very, very grateful for this.
Yeah, well.
I kind of love hearing her and Yungblud just go up and swear like sailors over and over again, and then have all the Grammy people with the dump buttons just freaking out.
It's part of their
charm.
Their charm, but also it's like in the way they speak, their language. Like the swearing is a lot less offensive as it is, quote here.
I think it's a compliment there.
Or a bunch of Puritans, etc. Let me say hi to Matt now and see how his acceptance speech is. Matt, you are the 20th caller, which means you'll be going to the world premiere of Crime 101. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Do you have an acceptance speech prepared?
No, I do not, but thank you.
All right,
Thank you,
beautiful.
everyone.
Well done. That's a beautiful.
Start swearing.
I like that.
So much.
There it is.
You can tell by my sorry.
Oh, stop
Good one as
swearing,
well.
sir.
We get right back from this quick break. We give you ADD News, then a brand new hour of the show will officially begin. It's a new month, which means Netflix or Notflix. Real shows coming to Netflix you wouldn't believe are real. Ones we've made up. Figure out the difference. Win yourself. And much more after this.
Transmission KROQ FM. Klein Alley Show. Klein Alley Show on KROQ.
Alley Show. Find out what's going on in the world. But first, a message that's been waiting all weekend on the GOAT line at 844-956-GOAT.
Good morning, Klein and Alley. Hey, I'm in desperate need of your guys' help. I've been working double shifts all weekend, and by the time you hear this, I'll put in about 34 hours. All weekend long, the KROQ frequency has been cutting in and out. Like it plays for 20 to 30 seconds, then goes quiet for a bit, and then comes back on.
That's our signature sound. That's how you know you're listening to KROQ.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's why we're world famous. You get it for 20 seconds, and then all of a sudden, some
like,
static.
Whoa, it's gone.
It's gone.
We're like the wind.
Where did that go? Don't worry, it'll be a Chili Pepper song when it gets back.
Guys, I have a long week ahead of me, and I need my Klein and Alley in the morning to get me through it. Can you please tell your tech guys to fix the freak? Help me, Klein and Alley. You're my only hope.
All right, well, that's a question more for Engineer Justin. And Engineer Justin, please get on top of it. I know that these guys are always driving at the top of some mountain. I don't know why they're dead.
Transmitter.
They're always.
That's a good impression.
They're always leaving with a giant backpack full of stuff, and they're like, "I got to go up to the top of Mount Baldy."
But think about how they'd be like, "Hey, go to the mountain and go do X, engineering thing." Wouldn't you just go grab lunch?
Yeah, of course.
Like, they don't know how long any of this takes.
No one knows. That's a great gig.
They would be gone all day, and we'd be like, all right, he's doing stuff.
They're always going to the top of a mountain somewhere. That's like, and then whenever there's an issue around here, like, it can only be fixed by driving to the top of a mountain.
I love an errand, a work errand.
Unbelievable.
Such BS.
And I would imagine if we track those guys, which we can't possibly do because they're smarter than we are, that...
track them right to Sharky's.
That's exactly where they're going right there. So they've never been to the top of a mountain ever. So hopefully you got the signal today. If not, you can stream us lots of ways or download after the fact or watch us on YouTube where we are streaming. Let's get into your news right now.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
A lot to break down from the Grammys last night, as expected. Things did get political at one point. There was also, of course, a big celebration of music of all genres. And as always, Trevor Noah made sure it was good vibes only and that no one's feelings were ever hurt and not one joke was made. He didn't want anyone to look silly. But Bad Bunny is
That guy really did not make any jokes.
Not one.
There was a lot
He did make a discount joke. He made a specific joke multiple times that was like, hey, Tyler, the Creator, has his own fashion line. I'm going to talk to you later about a discount code. And then it was like, Hailey Bieber has her own line. I'm going to talk to you later about a discount code. I was like, what are you doing?
There's a lot of just, look who's here, look who's there, look who's over there.
Why, I guess it serves a purpose in the sense of it's just a celebration.
I guess.
It's just, I don't understand why everyone likes that guy. I think he's a great political commentator, and I think his show had its own thing, but as a host, I just find him so boring.
He won't be doing it again. That was his last time, so you don't have to worry about that.
It was?
I think they said for the last time hosting the Grammys, Trevor Noah. Did they say
just
that?
To keep people hanging?
At the beginning. Everyone's like, all right, I'll stick through it one more time.
One more time.
Let's go.
Bad Bunny is now the first artist to win Album of the Year, an Album of the Year award for a Spanish language album, which is pretty incredible. Record of the Year went to Kendrick Lamar. Song of the Year went to Billie Eilish. And Yungblud won for Best Rock Performance for Changes, which he performed at Ozzy's last show. And here was his acceptance speech. Of course, it's always entertaining to hear him talk, and he had a lot of F words to say during the acceptance speech.
We f***ing love you, Ozzy. I deeply love this genre. It's all I've ever known. We want to dedicate this, and I want to dedicate this to everyone in the guitar shop I grew up in, and everyone in a guitar shop or a bedroom with a dream. Rock music's f***ing coming back. Watch out, pop music. We're going to f***ing get you.
He got pretty emotional during his speech, and Ozzy meant a lot to him. He said he is on stage with me, and in my mind, every single time I am nervous, every single time I take the stage, I think about Ozzy Osbourne. And then there was also a tribute to him during the In Memoriam and to, a lot of musicians who lost their lives this past year. This was Post Malone. I was kind of out on Post Malone because he just was like, no, I'm a country guy. And I was like, all right. But when he comes back and then does things like this, I'm like, God damn, he's talented.
Guy's got some talent. And then Yungblud said this at the end of the Ozzy tribute, which I took personally, I was thrilled that we got mentioned.
Yo, what's going on? This is Yungblud, and you are listening to Klein and Alley Show, my second favorite morning show on KROQ.
Oh.
Which was nice to hear, even though we're still his second favorite. We'll still take it.
He's just so excited.
Thank you,
He'll
Yungblud.
say anything nice about anybody.
Absolutely true.
As of last week, there have been... So there's an old-timey disease, not disease, I guess it's an illness that's coming back Tuberculosis. There are 3 active cases of tuberculosis at a California high school. Yeah, and this is up in the Bay Area, Reardon, which, is a very big school up there. And there have been a few different cases now of people with tuberculosis and this is a lung infection. This is the old-timey one where there'd be a guy like coughing into a napkin and then there'd be blood and it would be like, he's got like a week to live.
Yep.
Yeah, the TB, which I thought was a main vaccine. Like, I thought you had to have that to go to school.
Yeah, but I would imagine.
Remember those like TB tests that they would do on your arm? And I thought that was just like a regular thing.
A lot of people not doing the vaccine stuff. They don't trust the vaccines.
But I thought the schools required it. Like, there's a couple that, like, you have to get them. And I thought that was one of them.
Something came back a few years ago that I think we had pretty much got rid of once and for all. And then it was back. It was like
measles?
Mumps or measles, something like that. And we're like, I thought we got rid of that. They're like, yeah, but a lot of people stopped vaccinating for it, so now it's back, baby.
Well, but when it comes to not vaxxing with things that have been fixed already.
Right.
Like, I understand if people are on the fence about new ones for whatever reason, but ones that were like, polio, we fixed it.
Yeah, but some people
and
just
they're
don't
like,
trust.
yeah, but you don't trust it. It actually worked. Like, it was gone.
Good luck telling someone that is under the impression that we are being microchipped by the government, and the only reason they want to vax us is to keep us sick and get us addicted to red dye and all that other stuff. Because you hear it from those people, you're like, I guess I shouldn't have gotten all those vaccines.
Yeah, but then those same people, you're like, if you take this injection in your living room, you'll lose weight. And they're like, great. We don't know about the long-term effects yet. Yeah.
Jab me up, baby.
All fine. And then I guess you can turn off that live stream now. This is sad news for Omar, who is a frequent live stream Jackie and Shadow watcher.
No.
But they're going to have to take the L on this one. They will not be having baby eagles. A raven swooped up and attacked the nest, and both of the eggs are donezo this year.
No,
so it
really?
seems like it's all over. Yeah, but I guess, this happens. This is where the Big Bear people, they come in and they go, well, nature's nature, and this has happened to them multiple times, and it'll probably happen again, and this is just the way the world works.
So that's it for the year. Done.
Which I'm sure the Big Bear people are kind of upset because look at all the viewers they get throughout the season of people just obsessed with the live stream of Jackie and Shadow.
Well, then no matter what you got into this past weekend, you probably had a better weekend than Jackie and Shadow. Thoughts with those birds up in Big Bear?
It's Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Hey, good news for you if you are just joining us this morning. Now is a great time to call and get your name on a standby boarding list. We did announce earlier today that the next destination as part of KROQ's Mile High Club puts you in Lisbon, Portugal with Grammy award-winning band Turnstile, and you got a spot for you right now on the standby boarding list every single hour, straight up through 6 p.m. We get your name on a list, and then a week from today, we give that trip away. If you were listening earlier this morning, gave away that trip to Australia, and Vic Fuentes of Pierce the Veil was nice enough to call the winner personally and let them know the good news that they're packing their bags and heading to Australia. Now it's your chance. Enough with the FOMO. Now you get to get in on it by getting your name on a standby list right now, and the number to call us is 800-520-1067, and hopefully you're off to Lisbon, Portugal to go see Turnstile.
It's a lot more likely that you would get this prize than winning the lottery.
Of course.
So we're just here to offer you some hope. Your life could be that much better in a week's time.
Even think about all these Super Bowl squares you're going to get into next week where you're like, great, my numbers are 4 and 9. Yay. And then you kind of know pretty much from the beginning you're not going to get it. And then some random safety happens and you're screwed for the entire game. But regardless, here's an actual thing you can win because we've been giving away these trips now every week, and we might as well give one to you because we got to give it to someone. Trust me, I wish we could use it. We've asked. And they said, oh, no, they're for the people. So call it 20 right now. Pick you up in a moment, give you some good news. This hour on the show, the return of Netflix or Notflix. A brand new month is finally here. It's the month of love. We go from the month of divorce, January, to the month of love in February, and we'll see exactly how that plays out. I know that Vanessa's already fighting with the lawyers about us bringing back another round of single-person spotlight leading up to Valentine's Day. We've done it the past few years. In fact,
we met the couple.
One of the couples that met last year is still together. They were at our Final Friday Fiesta, and they still seem like they genuinely liked each other.
And one of them is a major Disney adult. The other one is very Disney adult supportive, and they are spending their Valentine's Day at Disneyland this year.
It's crazy. They met through that stupid thing on the show that Vanessa said the lawyers said no. And we said, we're doing it anyway. She goes, the lawyer said no. Listeners,
yeah, but all that's happening on the air is that they're talking about themselves and then hearing from people that are interested.
Right, but
we
as soon
can't
as-
control what
I
happens
know.
afterwards.
As soon as one person gets murdered, though, then all of a sudden we're somehow liable. So
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
So we said. We just said make up a document that just says no murders, or we're not responsible. Look, you ever rent a jet ski or do anything fun, go bungee jumping?
Seems like waivers work everywhere else.
Yeah, you sign something. All right, if this bungee cord snaps, I won't sue you. And then you move on. You get right on the bungee.
Where would Sky Zone be without waivers?
It's all waivers. That's what I do.
You wave away the responsibility.
Yes, that's right. Bye-bye. That's what it means.
Yes.
Not on me anymore.
I'm pretending I'm not hearing this.
Yeah, well, you know it's true. We go to
Vanessa, sign this.
Granada Hills. This is Danielle, and you're on KROQ. Good morning. Hi.
Oh, my God. Hi.
You are caller 20.
Oh, my God.
You've won nothing yet, except your name gets added to a list, and if we call you back in a week and you get a restricted number, a block number, an unfamiliar number, please answer, because it could be us telling you to pack your bags to go see Turnstile in Portugal, all right? No,
All right,
yeah, that's right. Lisbon. Yep,
Yeah,
you're going
you're
to go
right.
Lisbon. I got it right. All right, it's a lot of countries. Hard to keep track. Hold on 1 second, Danielle. Congratulations. Lots more to
All right,
get to.
thank you.
You're very welcome. You'll have another chance to win next hour with Sluggo here on KROQ. It's never fun when you get into a car accident, but sometimes they're funny. It's not fun, but it can be funny, especially if you get into a car accident for a very stupid reason. And yes, you're mad at yourself because it's going to be annoying and potentially very expensive. I watched a guy at a red light try to kill what looked like a spider or bug that was on his dash. And as he went to hit it with his hat, I guess he somehow took his foot off the gas and proceeded
Rear-ended the-
rear-ended the person in front of him. And to witness it all happen, for me, was very funny. And no one was hurt, and I'm sure it's just still going to cause, who knows, thousands of dollars worth of damages.
And you know the spider's still in there.
Definitely didn't kill the thing. I mean, it's the weakest to try to reach over the dash with your hat and get it. But it was just funny in that moment. The body was like, can't keep foot on brake and also do the other thing.
You must choose.
And somehow that happened. And I was thinking about the dumbest reason you've ever gotten into a car accident for, there's always the obvious ones like speeding or,
Or trying to fit into a free parking garage that someone told you was free,
Right.
and then you scraped the whole side of your car trying to get into it.
Yeah, not even.
Yeah, your car's jacked up.
That's
Still gotta get
just
that fixed.
that's just you being an idiot. But I mean, I think there's
Aren't all of these people being idiots?
Well, sometimes, in theory, I understand the whole, I was trying to eat something while driving and accidentally, I know one time I was driving with flip-flops on, and one of my flip-flops fell off, and I was trying to slide my foot into it, and then in a moment, I couldn't find the flip-flop and had to make a decision, flip-flop or brake, and I went flip-flop, and then I also smashed into someone. And that was really...
Good decision, though.
I know. I don't know, my brain was like, I knew brake, but I was like, go flip-flop, and then I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And it was one of the stupidest things, but also...
It's also a story you tell a cop when you were just negligent. My foot slipped out of my shoe, and I was just looking for it. It had nothing to do with drugs and alcohol,
Right.
sir.
But I'm sure if you're driving around listening right now, you probably think back to all of your driving, and maybe you're one of these people that, quote, has a clean driving record. But still, what is the dumbest reason, absolute dumbest reason that you have gotten into an accident? Because it's called an accident because oopsies, didn't mean to.
Well, I actually didn't hit the thing, but I almost did. I was in a parking lot, and a bee flew in my car, and I just full-on got out of the car while it was moving.
You got out of a moving car?
Yeah, I just freaked out, opened the door, got out, and then realized my car was still moving and fully in drive, and then I had to run to chase my car and jump back in it before it hit a wall. I did get in there in time, though, and I felt like a hero, even though I caused the entire issue.
Jake claims he thought he saw a celebrity, not even a big celebrity, but a medium celebrity.
This is a big celebrity.
And he smashed. Wait, who?
I almost rear-ended a guy because I thought Josh Homme was next to me on Barham going back to Burbank. It was like some fancy pants car, and I was trying to look in and see if it was him or not. And then while I was looking, I was like an inch away from rear-ending this guy.
I mean, you think about the dumb stories as to how did you, because that's people always ask, oh, sorry, I got a car accident. Oh, what happened? Everyone wants to know what happened. You go, I thought I saw the lead singer of Queens of the Stone Age on Barham, but it wasn't.
It could have been. I couldn't really get a good look.
But I thought it was him.
And do you say that story to the cops?
And as I saw it was him, I almost smashed into another car.
Yeah.
Because that's what life is. Yeah, look, you drive anywhere, any day. You think you're always one random weird thing away from getting an accident. Your fault or the other person's, and most of them are, I would imagine, stupid.
Well, and I imagine a lot of people, though, will get in accidents for serious reasons. But 626 said, I'm really triggered by this entire conversation because I literally got into an accident 10 minutes ago.
Oh, man.
So this person's probably sitting on the side of the road waiting for the police to show up, hearing about these ridiculous reasons people have gotten into car accidents.
But there's good ones, and then there's ones that are the stupid ones. James on KROQ at 800-520-1067. What happened?
It's stupid I can do. I was driving up Lake Avenue, and I saw a guy driving a big white Cadillac wearing a white cowboy hat, and I craned my neck to turn around and see him, and I rear-ended somebody.
Yeah, I don't know why we have such human curiosity.
A cowboy hat?
There's a guy in a cowboy hat. Let's see what he's up to.
In L.A.?
Smash. And then you think to yourself, God, that was so stupid. What did I think?
626 said, I almost rear-ended somebody one time on Larchmont in Beverly because Conan O'Brien was on the corner with a bag of Noah's bagels.
Oh, well, see, that's worth it, right? I mean, that's almost... I think it's that funny thing where you're like, I know I'm supposed to watch the road, but also my car's supposed to be smart enough to stop if something gets in the way.
True, and I think that has saved us. There have been a few times where I'm doing whatever, and then all of a sudden my car's like, beep, 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 and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? I probably would have been in many car accidents if it wasn't for that annoying beep by now.
Yeah, but the beep also, we hear so many of the beeps now. The beep
scares me.
It almost becomes irrelevant. Like, I tune it out all the time.
Yeah, but this is like a scary beep.
Yeah, I know, it's a threatening beep, but it's supposed to be, but it doesn't mean much, though.
909 said, I got T-boned coming out of a gas station, and this was the only day of the week that I didn't smoke before leaving work. And I always think if I had, maybe I wouldn't have gotten T-boned.
Well, smoking at the gas station is usually a
no-no.
Is usually quite a good idea. I was clicking on a text from my mom that was a reminder to not text while driving. And as I read that text, I smashed right into the wall. See, that's one of those things as well. Those walls will come out of nowhere. So
yeah.
be careful, but if you do get into, quote, a dumb accident, which is a very different type of accident, there's the real accidents, and then there's the dumb accidents. Those are the ones that we like to celebrate here at KROQ.
714, I was smoking in my car and accidentally flicked ash into my eye, then swerved and hit a parked car. 909, I was doing karaoke in my car, and I did a headbang and flipped, and turned too fast and hit a light post.
Yeah, see, once again, and then is that the story you tell, or do you tell a better story? Because everyone should just say...
And what song were you singing?
Right, that matters too. That's all part of the...
I was eating spicy beef jerky once. I almost maced myself because I itched my eye. I had to pull over.
Oh, man.
But you pulled over, though.
But barely.
Hey, Ryan, what happened to you? I was talking about your dumbest accidents because there's no shortage out there, and I think the insurance companies that give us our premiums want to hear about these. What's up?
I got RH, and the girl had braces, scraped the penis, and I hit a fire hydrant and told the cop that an incoming car was coming into me, and I had to make a safety maneuver, and I went over a curb and hit a fire hydrant.
Wow. You're getting a road throaty.
Cool.
A road throaty. It's a great...
Shout out, Ashley.
Shout out. Shout out.
Did the cop believe you, I wonder? Or are you just like... I mean, at that age, you feel like they've got to be lying to you, right?
Chris on KROQ, what happened to you?
I was on the 101 freeway. It was a few summers ago. Some girl was behind a motorcyclist and, hugging him forward, and she's wearing a slingshot tank top. Never saw her face, just saw her long hair, and her left boobie was out. And we're all going to 10 miles an hour, stop and go, and I look over, and I'm like, oh, my God, her boob is out. And I looked a little bit too long. The car in front of me broke. Boom!
Oh, no.
And then what do you say when they say what happened? You have that weird exchange with the person you smash into. It's like, what happened? You say it was a boobie on a motorcycle, or do you?
I just said I looked over and I saw the motorcycle was too close to my passenger side, mirror, and I didn't say anything about the boobie. We exchanged information, and he said there was nothing. There was more damage to my car than his, and he's like, we'll squash it.
818 said I was looking up at the sun to figure out how bright it really was, and then next thing I knew, I had smashed into a truck in front of me. See, that's one of those dumb thoughts you have. You're like, how bright is this sun? And then you just go, smash.
These are just bored car thoughts.
Right.
And it's your fault, driving, for being so boring.
Yeah. If driving were less boring, but obviously the idea is that if you don't do it right, you end up dying. So it's supposed to be, like, exciting enough, I guess.
Look, this is why the robots need to just fix this problem for us. Clearly, we should not be responsible for driving vehicles.
But I do think if they had some sort of a constant score keep that was going on, right? If every car was linked to some sort of a system and we were all playing some sort of a game where you got points for whatever it is, that maybe then people would be a little bit more focused on the actual driving part.
Like if you could
of
stay
it.
in the lanes
Yeah, whatever it is, right?
Without
Or-
going out,
Sure.
and then you would get something. So, and 951 said at one time I sneezed 5 times in a row and rear-ended the car in front of me.
Yeah, it's great.
That sucks.
We got to take a break. When we get back, it's a brand new month, which means Netflix has a whole bunch of new shows. Some of them sound made up. They are stupid. And others we've made up that are also stupid. You can figure out the difference. You can win your way up. What do we have for you now? We got something decent. Paleyfest. How perfect is that? Yeah, you can see some of these shows, I'm sure. Paleyfest, we're going to be hooking you up with all sorts of different access to Paleyfest to see your favorite shows and the cast of your favorite shows. And that's happening at the Dolby Theater on April 7th. We will get you into the shrinking panel at Paleyfest if you're a fan of that show. And all you got to do is call us now, 800-520-1067. Netflix or Notflix is next.
KROQ Mile High Club. Your favorite KROQ bands and destinations all around the world.
Stop number 4. Take a selfie at Belaine Tower. Get lost in a cobblestone alley while drinking an espresso. Miss your flight home. When you see Grammy-winning band Turnstile in Portugal. Listen every hour from 9 to 6 to instantly get on the standby boarding list to see Turnstile at Nail Colorama Festival in Lisbon, along with over a dozen artists including Deftones, Interpol, Violent Femmes, and more, courtesy of Atlantic Records.
Hey, this is Brendan from Turnstile, and you're listening to the world-famous KROQ.
KROQ.
From DTLA Law Group Accident and Injury Attorneys. Accident to work injury? Text Injury Help to 40222 for a free case review.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. New month means all sorts of new shows are coming to Netflix and whatever streaming service you have, and we like to go ahead and turn these new shows into games because some of them sound too stupid to actually be real, but they are, and then there's ones we've made up that are equally stupid, and if you can figure out the difference between the stupid, which is really what we should call this game, then you could win Netflix or Notflix.
The difference between the stupid is already also a great name for a show.
Great name for a show. We will describe a show, tell you the title, you just go ahead and lock in and let us know if you think it's Netflix. And if it is, you'll hear that. Or if it's something we've made up, you'll hear this. Not! And that's how we determine if you're right or wrong. And everybody who gets theirs right, I'll write your name down. One of you is going to win yourself an amazing evening at Paleyfest. All right, we start with Stephanie in Sherman Oaks as we get into Netflix or Notflix. Hi, Stephanie. Good morning.
Good morning, Sweet Divots.
Sweet Divots. It's a cooking competition show that actually tests the culinary skills and the street smarts. Chefs must use items found in dumpsters outside of restaurants and behind grocery stores to turn trash into culinary treasure and then serve their dishes to unsuspecting judges who will later see where their food came from. This show is called Dumpster Chef. Is Dumpster Chef Netflix or is it Notflix?
Notflix, please.
All right, you don't think that's a real show? I would watch Dumpster Chef. Let's
I think
find
Jake
out.
should host it.
Jake loves the dumpster. He's probably already in there. Hey, get out of here. It's my dumpster. The correct answer is... Not! That is not a real show. Hold on one second. Write down Stephanie's name. She's a step closer to some
I will
Paley
watch
thing.
any cooking show, that included.
I just think the fun part of it would be once the people eat the food, they go, this was great. They go, I just want to show you where this food was 25 minutes ago. Moving on.
It had maggots on it. Don't worry, I took them off.
Say hi to Gary. No, I'm sorry. Hold on. Craig, you're next. And we'll get to Gary eventually. Hey, Craig in La Habra on KROQ. Good morning. Welcome to Netflix or Notflix. How goes it?
Good morning, net bangers.
All right. An uptight lawyer by the name of Lincoln Gum, who is too boring to win cases in Vegas, must team up with a local magician
Oh, Jesus.
to bring some flash and pizzazz to the stupidest cases that the city can throw at them. Is this Netflix or Notflix? The show is called Strip Law.
Not.
He says not. That seems crazy, right, Allie? A lawyer that's too boring to handle, get the good cases, goes, I need a magician sidekick. It does seem like something I would make up while high, but actually...
No way.
That is a Netflix
Whoa.
show, and it is coming on February 20th to Netflix.
Usually the magician is the one with the assistant. They're not the assistant.
I know. Well, that's... I didn't see that coming.
Whoa!
Twist. Ta-da! Say hi to Noe in Buena Park. Noe? Netflix or
Hey,
Notflix
guys,
time. Describe a show. You just tell us, is it real or did we make it up? This one is called Home Sweet Home. Singles will meet up on home searching websites, think Zillow or Redfin, to figure out if they have any compatibility while looking in the style of home or apartment they want to live in. Then they will be forced to move in without actually ever meeting each other. If they can tolerate each other for 6 months, they will win the house or a year in the apartment that they've decided. Is it true that you can find your soulmate based on who you live with or if you have the same styles? The show is called Home Sweet Home. Is that Netflix or Notflix?
Let's go with Notflix.
Show me Notflix.
Not!
That is not a real show.
Man, the title threw me because it wasn't punny or ridiculous.
Yeah, it doesn't rhyme. It's bullcrap.
Right. Right, so that you would think it was
Our
real.
formula is off.
Hold on one second. Write down Noe's name as well. Got theirs right. Let me say how to mark it. Encino, mark it's Netflix or Notflix time. Some of these shows are real. Other ones we've completely made up. Netflix,
Morning,
Notflix.
guys. We did.
Good
Morning, Sweet Dad.
It's a new Netflix crime series featuring 5 women who turn to robbing banks while disguised as men. Focusing on their desperate, high adrenaline attempts to change their financial situations with fake beards and so much more.
Hilarious.
This show is called Cash Queens. Is that Netflix or is that Notflix?
I'm going to go with Netflix.
You think it's a real show?
Yes.
All right. Show me real show.
They probably all make out, too, at one
It's
point.
a real show. Women
Everybody's into women on women right now.
dressed like men, robbing banks. And
Feeling empowered.
And I guess worst case scenario, they get busted and go to women's prison, which is probably fun anyway. So,
yeah.
Let me say hi to Ashley in Burbank. It's Netflix or Notflix on KROQ. Here we go. Is this real? Did we make it up? Canine rescue game. Shelter dogs compete in games and challenges to see what dog will actually win a forever home and what dog will have to be euthanized to make room for other shelter dogs. High stakes, high emotions in this game called Canine Rescue Games. Netflix or Notflix?
Notflix.
It would be so cruel, but I could also see it being...
But so Netflix.
But also so Netflix, because maybe they give you a chance, like text in and adopt this dog before it dies.
Yeah, and I mean, they do reality Squid Games. They had that guy climb the skyscraper. They're not afraid of death.
Show me Netflix.
Not!
That's right. Good job. All right, Ali. A lot of people were successful in their predictions. I don't even have time to get to Midlife Crisis Island, sadly. We have to wait
That
for
is a sad island.
We have to wait for that one for next time.
It's just all Porsches.
It's just all nice cars and balding guys going, what happened? What happened? Who wins the tickets?
All right, let's go with Stephanie. Congratulations.
Stephanie, you were the first winner, and you'll be going to Paleyfest for an amazing night there, all about the show Shrinking. Hold on, all right? That's the excitement we're looking for.
Yeah.
I think we put her to sleep is what we did. Euthanize that woman right there. Hang tight. More K-Rock after this, K-Rock. Congratulations, K-Rock listener Isabella, who won a trip to see that band right there, Pierce the Veil. Won that trip earlier this morning, and she'll be going to Australia to see them. And we didn't get to tell her the good news. Oh, no. Vic Fuentes of Pierce the Veil got to tell her the good news. So we got that going for us. And a new trip that we just announced. You'll be going to Lisbon to see Turnstile, Grammy Award-winning band Turnstile, fresh off their Grammy win last night. If you want to win those tickets, the trip and everything, you got to get on the standby list. You'll have another chance in about 20 minutes with Sluggo, and then every hour straight up through 6 p.m. to win your way to Lisbon with Turnstile.
Not as exciting when you announce it.
No.
I don't care.
No.
You're not the band.
I know. That was actually really cool as Allie and I sat back and listened to him tell his big fan that she would be seeing him in Australia. I was very jealous that even though we were a part of that moment, it felt like we were an insignificant part of that moment for sure.
Yeah, we're just being used.
Just being
We're
used.
the middleman. That's okay.
That's all right. We're being cucked. That's right.
We're cuckolds.
Let's do some takeaways from today's show. Get the hell out of here.
Okay, 818, my takeaway is Allie's mom is the mayor of Gobbler's Knob.
Yes, she is.
213.
She earned that right, by the way.
Over a lifetime and many marriages. 213, my takeaway is look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. See, I just hosted the Grammys. It's easy.
It's very easy. All you got to do is say that over and over again, Allie.
I mean, just look for yourself. Just look at this room right here. Look at this. Everyone around here. Look at this room. I feel like I'm at Jeff Bezos' wedding, but with way more black people. You know what I mean? We got Tyler the Creator. Oh, look at this.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at this. 310, my takeaway is congratulations, Luther Vandross. That was the title of his song, Kendrick Lamar. That's why it got confused.
She got confused.
650, my takeaway is Chardonnay tastes like TJ Maxx. And 626 is from Marvel Studios comes Allie Johnson, Dick Defender.
Dick Defender. She will defend all dicks. What is your takeaway for today's show, Jake the Nerd?
All kids are snotty.
All kids are snotty. It's just different degrees of snotty. From medium snotty to a lot snotty.
I mean, it's just like a faucet
All
the time.
Nonstop. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is Lebanese is the capital of Portugal.
We did learn that on today's show from Postmaster Johnny. We'll do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, there's a GOAT line for you, 844-956-GOAT. Leave your messages. Sorry we didn't get to a bunch of them today. We will. And then we got, of course, the YouTube. Check us out there. Download the podcast. Even if you listen to some of the show live, there's a podcast, for God's sake. Download, listen at your leisure. Wherever you get your podcast, search Klein Alley Show, rate, review, and we appreciate you. All right, Omar, take us out, even though you're not here. Bye.
That they feel that they feel that
Klein Alley Show mornings.
The Klein Alley Show.
The world famous KROQ
106.7 FM.